hear me now. I do apologize because I don't know what's going on. And I'm trying to fix this. Okay, y'all, I am back. So, like I was saying in the other live, that my hair is actually, you might as well say that it is 2 weeks growth results, because tomorrow is the exact day that it turns 2 weeks.
Sorry, I was trying to make sure.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, come on back, y'all. Come on back to the live. I'm trying to set this up to where it's like... Okay, y'all. So, yeah. Tomorrow makes exactly 2 weeks of my hair being up in this protective style. And you guys see a little bit of the growth results. I have been doing the LOC method, which is the liquid, the cream, and the oil. The first week I was doing the LOC method, which is the liquid. I said liquid, the liquid, oil, and cream. So depending on what your hair like, I just advise anybody to try both just to see which one that your hair likes the most. At the end of the day, you are still retaining length because you are still kind of like holding in that moisture, sealing in that moisture and everything. And let me show you guys what I've been using, which is Heavenly's Growth Tonic, Heavenly's Moisture and Seal Cream, and Heavenly's Growth Oil. I have refilled the Growth Tonic once, and I pretty much shake it up before I apply it on my scalp. And this right here is a hair growth spray. It is also a hair strengthener for your hair strands if you want it to be. If you don't want it to be and you just want the growth, if you are not experiencing any damage or dryness on your strands. If your strands are not weak, then you do not have to use this as a hair strengthener. But it is also a hair detangler as well. I have used it when I used to wear lace front wigs. I no longer wear lace frontals. I think that's what it's called. Is it lace frontals? I no longer wear those, but it is people that still wear them, that if you spray this growth tonic around the edges, it will remove the glue. So I'm waiting on a couple of people to come in. I apologize for having to restart this live over. I had a few people in here and I just pretty much lost everybody. Hopefully they will come back on the live. But before I start this flash sale, I want to wait just a couple more minutes. But I was telling people in my last live that hello DTD123 and Marcos Escobar. If you don't want me to be talking to you, then don't come on my live. Anyways, so hello Creeper Boy, Anthony, Startar, yeah, a couple of y'all about to get ready to get blocked. I love it, y'all. Hear me when I tell you, when the ignorant people decide to come on here, like literally, y'all love to get blocked from people's channels. It's crazy because it just shows how pathetic y'all are. Because it's nowhere in the world that I would get on anybody's live or anybody's videos, even if they was doing regular content, and just show my natural born behind. Like, that lets people know that I'm pretty much a sad, miserable person, especially when I ain't got nothing to do but just leave crazy comments. But anyways, Carlo, Lovey Music, I'm about to get ready to block you too. I'm gonna try to let y'all hang around just for a couple of seconds though. Y'all kind of like helping my channel out, but I'm about to get ready to get rid of you in a minute. About to get rid of you. Hello, Tanya Birch. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mobile Tribe, even Mobile Tribe. I think, let's see. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, Carlo Music. You laugh now and then end up on somebody else's live being a miserable troll. pretty soon. Pretty soon. But anyway, so it's a few of y'all on here already, so I'm about to get ready to go onto my website. The link is in the description of this live. And I messed up the last time because I only did okay, Marcos Escobar, shout out to you. Shout out to Marcos Escobar. And I love you too. I love everybody. So on my lives, what I do is pretty much do flash sales. I do create my own hair and skincare products. Don't be weird, Marcos. Anyways, so I create my own hair and skincare products by hand from scratch with all natural ingredients from with herbs. I almost said herbs and spices because it is spices in some of them as well. But yes, so I just wanted to get on here and do a little flash sale. Caucasian debris, you won't make it into heaven like that. Especially looking at your profile picture, poor thing. I pretty much can understand what you're suffering from. Anyways, okay, log hand. I'm glad that you have been making some of the products because I do create DIY videos as well. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Marcos Escobar, woof woof. Okay. Anyways, let me stop being distracted by a lot of these people, because then I will forget to okay, I got a message from somebody about their order. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much not let the trolls distract me because I am trying to do this flash sale. Okay, log hand. But yeah, so let me go up on the website. And the last time, like I stated before, I'm still new at this flash sale stuff. So the link is in the description bar. Oh, Logan. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Logan. All right. But I'm about to go in here, and the last time, because I keep repeating the same old thing, the last time I did like one by one, causing people to pay for shipping more than once. But what I did was I went ahead and took that extra shipping that they paid, and I blessed them with more products that cost actually more than what they paid in the shipping. Oh, you want attention, Caucasian Debris LLC. Oh, what you suffer from? Depression? Because it got to be depression in order for you to be coming on somebody else's live thinking that you hurt somebody. I got too much confidence for you to think that you're going to down me. Wrong live. Logan, he about to get blocked. I just wanted to keep him on just for a minute to see how ignorant will he continue to be on here. But anyway, so let me go ahead and go into my actives. Thank you, Mobley Tribe 6. Yeah, but look, listen, don't let Caucasian Debris get y'all down. Whoever that person is, they pretty much insecure about themselves. Yeah, it be them type. You know, them the only ones to get on and start saying the most stupidest stuff. Like, you can't get up under my skin, baby. Try with somebody else. But anyways, y'all get ready to say goodbye to Caucasian Debris. Yep, he or she or whoever it is a sad little puppy. Oh, you thought that you was making me. Hold up. Oh, there you go. Yeah, say bye. Yeah, he thought he was gonna make me mad. Now what you're gonna do is just find yourself getting blocked. That's what you found yourself doing. It's getting blocked. Cause at the end of the day, baby, you can't hurt me when it come down to my eyebrows. You can't hurt me. Cause if that's the case, then I won't come on here with these eyebrows filled in. Okay? He will not be missed. Yeah, those people need prayer. Sad little puppies. They sad. Those are the people who beg for attention. Okay, Marcos. But yes, so let's see. Okay, somebody tell me. Name a few things that you rather for me to put on flash sale. While I'm looking, I'll wait on you guys to tell me, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a few things on flash sale and then I'm going to leave them there for a certain period of time in order for hello Joseph, love you too. I love everybody. And what are you talking about, Marcos? Okay, Logan, oil, cream, and liquid. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. All right, that makes sense. The oil, the cream, and the liquid. So let me go in and look for the growth tonic. Yeah, one thing I learned in life, y'all, that especially these trolls, they come just to distract you. And if I was weak minded or something like that, I would have been hello, Natalie. Your name on here says Angela Dunham 442. But okay, hi Natalie. But yeah, people will do any and everything to try to discourage you. It's not them, it's what's operating through them. So the regular price for the growth tonic is $19.99. I'm gonna knock it down to $9.99. Let's see. And then I'm gonna put some more on. Just give me 1 second, y'all. I just wanna make sure that I'm taking my time and doing this the correct way. But I hope everybody's day has been going well. And I know a lot of y'all are snowed in too. Let's see. No. Let's see. But like I was stating on my other live, that the one that was muted, is that we have been in here for the past couple of days, and me and my husband messed around and walked over to the store because it's just up the street, y'all. And he had to get the shovel from over there. And I was gonna create a DIY, and I wanted to do a shampoo for y'all, but tell me why I went all the way over there, got the herbs, got the aloe vera juice, all the juices and berries, and tell me why I forgot the soap. Yeah, I forgot the castor soap. So with the low porosity Logan, that is when your hair takes longer to dry. It takes so pretty much it sits. I'm low porosity too, so like say for instance if I was to shampoo my hair and I don't sit up under the hair dryer, it take a pretty good minute for it to oh, okay. Let me get your name again. Natalie. Okay, Natalie. I just have to try to remember to say Natalie instead of Angela or Angela Dunham. If I say it, please forgive me. I'm just, got a lot of people on the live, so I'll forget, okay? Hello, Mala, I want to say, -W 1M. Okay, I will. I will for sure be in prayer for Iran. I sure will. But let's see. I'm still putting the liquid oil and cream on sale on the flash sale. See. So I've already did the growth tonic, which is a no problem. I've already marked the growth tonic down. It's originally for $19.99 and I have it marked down for $9.99. Shout out to Natalie. Everybody say hi to Natalie. Shout out to Natalie. Tatiana, you laughing at me? Girl, I'm trying to help you. You better be paying attention, girl. So I'm trying to talk my daughter into going live because I told her, you know, because when the last time you been on your YouTube channel? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. But if anybody come from my last live, I had her to sing. I told her all she got to do is just get on here and sing. The trolls are going to come. Let a lot of them say, girl. But yes, it's gonna be trolls. Like, I remember at one point in time, that used to be one of my fears from getting on here and showing up. I had never did a live before. And then I was like, I'm not gonna get on here because I know my mouth can be reckless. But the Lord is working on me. So I just learned how to suck a lot of it in. But hear me when I tell you, the Caucasian person, hear me when I tell you, it was right there. I'm telling y'all, it was right there. I was about to get ready to tell that person something, and I said, Lord, what would you do? What would you say? Just, I'm gonna go ahead and just block them because I could have really hurt their feelings, like literally. Okay, I'm so sorry, Logan. I'm so sorry. I can get easily distracted. So let me go over to the oils. I already marked down the tonic. Let me go to the oils. So I'm gonna mark the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce growth oil down. Let's see. So the regular price for the 2 ounce growth oil is $14.99. Let's see. Okay, I got the 2 ounce mark down for $6.99. You're welcome, Natalie, and I am working on it. Okay, so I've already did the 2 ounce. I'm working on the 4 ounce right now. I wish it was just a little click at the button. I could just like that, a snap of the finger or something, and make this a little bit easier. Y'all, I could actually do certain percentages off, and I will be doing that later in the future. I have done it before, but right now I'm just guessing off the top of my dome what number to put in, just like that. So the regular price for the 4 ounce growth oil is $24.99. I marked it down for $10.99. And let me go over to the moisture and seal cream. It's so many I don't have my glasses on. I don't know why I didn't grab them, but it's so many products that I create myself to where I have to literally go up and down the screen. If y'all notice that I do not do the flash deals on the combos because I can mess around and do a deal on that, and you will actually probably get it cheaper if you buy one by one. My favorite snack is, right now, it is the, I smile every time I say it, dang, the Biscoff cookies. The Biscoff cookies. And I don't need to be eating them because I'm telling you, all the fat is all coming on the back of my arms and stuff. Tatiana, you still laughing at me? Are you laughing, Tatiana? So the regular price for the moisture and seal cream is $16.99. So I'll mark it down to $8.99. Okay. So right now I have the Growth Tonic, which is a hair growth spray. You like the Biscoff cookies too? Oh, I'm telling you, I need to stop because they are so addictive. But what I noticed is that my daughter had bought me another pack that was the ones that all come in together in a little aluminum. And they taste more richer than the ones that's in the individual packages in the plastic. I don't know why. But yeah, so I have the Growth Tonic, which is a hair growth spray. That is what I'm using right now. The Growth Tonic. It is a hair strengthener for those who have weak strands as well, and it is a hair detangler too. Now, it is best to spray the Growth Tonic before you add the oil, because the oil is a hair growth oil for low porosity and low density, but it can be used on medium as well. It has a light consistency. I have not even refilled this bottle yet, y'all, and tomorrow it will be 2 weeks, so I'm telling you, a little bit goes a long ways. When you spray a hair growth spray first on your scalp, can you use water? Yes, you can simply use water, but if you want your growth to boost, if you want to keep your hair in the anagen phase, then it is best to apply a hair growth spray onto your scalp first. When you spray that on your scalp first, then you don't have to use a whole lot of the hair growth oil. Remember, I told you guys that in the first week of me applying this, I think I installed these January the 13th, and I was doing the LCO method. But anyway, so let me stop looking at the comments. I'm trying to read if it's somebody trying to be serious. But anyways, like I said, if you are being ignorant, I will leave you there for a minute. But when you start really being disrespectful, you got to go. Like, y'all so miserable. It is crazy how people don't mind being trolls. Like, y'all are weird. Like, what type of trauma did you suffer from? And like, you know that it's okay to heal from it. But y'all pretty much showing that you haven't healed. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Natalie. Okay, you being serious? Okay. Well, if you don't want to purchase any of Heavenly's products in order to get your hair back, the Revival Hair Serum is what targets those dormant / dead follicles. And if you apply it every day while you are during a certain phase, I tell people while wearing a protective style, but if you are completely bald, then if you apply that every single day, then your scalp will heal first and then the growth will come. So, hello, Route 354 Magic. So the sets, I do have the sets, but that is not what I'm marking down. Because like I said, when I do the flash sale on the separate items, you will 9 times out of 10 get a better deal. Because, yeah. Anyways, so when it comes down to some of the sets, one of the sets is the strengthening trio, which is the shampoo, the conditioner, and the growth tonic. Okay, and that right there, that combo is $54.98. Like I said, I will still be coming back and forth doing flash sales. I'm trying to keep this on here for a minute, and then I will take it off, and then I will put something else on flash sale. But when it comes down to Heavenly's growth products, every last one of them is filled with hair growth ingredients, over 30 Ayurvedic herbs. So SMCC 92. So you know that what you intake as well is very important. So I don't know what you have been doing as far as like trying different methods, but like I said, when it comes down to Heavenly, when you be serious about your hair growth, I'm telling you, Heavenly has done so many dramatic, in a good way, changes for people hair. So either you can see what's on sale and try that out, especially like I said, I put you on to the Revival hair serum because it is specially and specifically made to target those dormant slash dead areas, those bald spots, people with alopecia, people who got their edges snatched out. Okay. Okay, Natalie. Thank you, Root 3D4 Magic. Thank you, Natalie. So sometimes what seems to be destroyed, SMCC 92, is something that your hair has been running from, and that's trauma. So a lot of people don't know that handling our hair rough, keeping baseball caps on, which it has been smothering your follicles, that right there is a part of hair trauma as well. A lot of people hear trauma and they feel like that's just flat out abuse that we've been doing to our hair. Nope, not all the time. We can abuse our hair a lot. We have abused our hair a lot, but not only that, it's other people that have been abusing our hair, like the stylists, the people who braid your hair. Not saying that you get braids or anything, but I'm just naming off different things. Okay, so Root 3D4 Magic. So that's why I'm showing you guys my hair. I've been applying my products every single day. I know that there's been many creators out here, many people that have been creating the DIYs, and they tell you to use it 3 to 5 times. But what if you have a hair trauma? What if you do have dormant follicles? Then applying it every single day, something that a lot of people never heard before, and it's a little scary to be able to gravitate to and to start doing, because it sounds like it makes no sense. That is something that if you start doing, you will start seeing results within a couple of weeks. But everybody's scalp is different. That's why I say that it is best to learn your scalp, figure out the things that you have been doing. A lot of things that we intake or that we haven't intake plays a big part on our hair as well. I did say that I was going to start creating videos. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it because I'm still creating these products. I'm still trying to open the store to the public. Right now, the store is online for you guys, and you guys only, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of the feedback, all of the reviews and things like that. But people have been seeing results in as little as 2 weeks. And like I said, that's why I'm on here showing up, showing you guys that this is the day before the 2-week mark. And let me go ahead and just take this down. Like I said, I am doing the LCO. Last week I did the LOC method. I pretty much have been keeping my hair in this bun. And on the first week, I was showing my hair a whole lot because, number one, when I go on my own hair growth challenges and things like that, I know what my hair can take and I know what it can't take. And so I was basically enjoying my hair down. But on an everyday basis, if I wasn't going anywhere, I would have my hair up in a ponytail. I would have it bent to where it was like flipped like this, and the ends was not laying down. The only time that I will wear my ends down is if I'm going somewhere. If I was going to an event, if I was going to church, wherever I was going, then I will wear my hair down. Thank you so much, Natalie. Let's see. And that's why I was saying SMCC 92. When it comes down to the Revival hair serum, that's basically helping your hair. Like, say for instance, you used to have thin, I mean, If you used to have thick hair and now your hair is thin, if you used to have extremely long hair and now it is not, those ingredients is specifically complementing one another to target those areas to where what used to be can come back. You can basically get it back again. But one thing when it comes down to us people is that we don't like routine. We like to do everything else but have a routine when it comes down to our hair. And so many people probably be like, routine, routine. But the thing is, like, our hair didn't just happen like traumatically turned bad overnight. It was a process. Not only that, the things that you are intaking or the things that you are not intaking is affecting your hair first. Your hair is going to get hit first, meaning that people are going to see not exactly what you are suffering from, but they know that it's something is lacking by looking at your hair. And I remember on one of my lives, I stated that India Ari says that I am not my hair. I don't agree with that because my thing is I know that my hair is a representation of me. You can get it back again. SMCC 92. Yeah, they Root 3D 4 Magic. Like, I've been seeing videos to where they been talking about this hair synthetic caniculon or whatever has stuff in it that's causing people cancer. Not only that, it's making them lose hair. Things have been changing, y'all. We have to understand that what used to be probably almost safe, thank you, what used to be almost safe is 100% not even safe anymore. It's not even safe. Like, literally, I used to braid hair full time for almost 30 years and I have been retired for the past 2 years. So, like, when it comes down to the braiding hair, like, it's no telling what it can do to your hair in a negative way. Thank you so much, Tessa. Yes, please look at her comment where she's saying that the spray that I am showing you, that she uses it every night and her hair is soft. It is growing and it's soft. Natalie, what you talking about? Oh, it can't be free. It can't be free. Like, literally, I have it marked down a whole lot. Oh, Devin, Karma, you should find another live to troll on because who cares if you think it's boring or not. But I'll do you a favor and I will remove you. Yes, I will. I will do you a favor. Oh, bless your little miserable heart. Won't you create, before I block you, won't you create a live then that's popping? How about that, Devin Karma? All right. But yeah, so yeah, I just received the email from somebody saying that because they emailed me at first and said they hadn't got all their packages and that was during the last flash sale, but then they checked everything and seen that I had put everything together. Then I gave them another item that is not necessarily free. So with the shipping by being like $8 or something, or $9, it kind of fluctuates. Shopify sets the shipping price, but before I started using Shopify and when I used to go to the USPS, the shipping was around $9 and something. When it comes down to some people, their shipping is actually higher and I end up having to pay the difference. I haven't been complaining or anything though, except for the ones that's in the UK. Ooh, child, man, when I tell you that I lost so much money, I lost so much money because yeah, I lost so much money. But anyways, I didn't turn the UK button off or anything. I just figured out how to weigh the items and the packages. One thing about these items, by them being liquids and oils and things like that, they tend to be heavier. They do tend to be heavier. If I was to put this on the scale, if I was to raise it to about right here, that is where it would say 8 ounces. So sometimes it be up here. It have been all also up here. So I don't mind, like I said, just like I don't mind doing these flash sales. Yep, I don't mind, y'all. But like I was saying, that when it comes down to me wearing this as a protective style, right now the ends look funny. It has been a couple of people also asked me, did I add extensions? These are not extensions, y'all. My ends are automatically loose. They are automatically loose, and the reason why they look so nourished and basically well fed is because of me applying these products on my hair and my scalp every single day, y'all. Every single day. If you want to keep your hair in the anagen phase a little while longer, then applying your products, especially while wearing a protective style, every single day is going to push your hair growth. It is going to signal whatever that's dormant, and basically it's going to break through the barriers. I've told so many people on my lives that it's, say for instance, somebody been using their product for, I'm just using this as an example, okay, y'all? So please don't take it personal, but if somebody has been using their product for 29 straight days and then they gave up on the 30th day, just, you were probably about to get ready to see growth. You were probably about to receive your breakthrough, because some of your scalps need healing first. So like, some people just be expecting growth overnight when they put their hair through so much trauma, or didn't put their hair through so much trauma, but somebody else put their hair through trauma. And then at the end of the day, it's still almost like we did it because we allowed it. Trust me, I know I've allowed so many people to traumatize my hair. Like, literally. I live in the state of Arkansas. So my ends, they look fake. They look like extensions. Yes, they do. Look at that. They look like a pack of that Freetress. Y'all know that Freetress hair? It looks like the Kima. You know that Kima hair? But y'all, this is my hair. It's just that I do not braid all the way down at the ends, because what will end up happening is that my hair will tangle up very, very, very bad, or start matting up. And I don't want that. It's like I'm here on this hair growth challenge to receive hair growth, y'all. I am basically trying to receive hair growth. But what keeps my hair from getting those single strand knots, because they are very quick to get single strand knots. But this moisture and seal cream, I have been applying it on my ends, and it has been keeping me from experiencing the single strand knots. Y'all, this is the sample bottle that I end up blessing a few people with. When I did my other live, or the live before that, I ended up blessing a lot of people with this right here. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm telling you, you do not know what you are missing. This is the same container. It is almost gone. And look at how my hair had been up for 2 weeks straight. 2 entire weeks straight. And I've stated on many of my videos that you have to learn your hair. When you learn your hair, you'll know what your hair do, what it don't do, what it like, what it don't like. Back here and back here is where my hair grows the quickest. I hope you guys can see it. But this is where my hair grows the quickest. Back here. I hope I'm aimed in the camera right. My hair still grows up here, but it doesn't grow as fast as it grows back here. Just like, you know how some people hair will grow uneven in one side, no matter how much you clip it or cut the ends, it will grow faster on one side than it does on the other. That's why I tell people to learn their hair. When you learn your hair, you will know what your hair do and you will know what your hair don't do. So yes, this is my 2 weeks update. And one thing I'm loving about these mini braids is that it is some new growth, y'all, but you are not going to see it the way you would see it if it was a bigger part. If the part was this bigger, you will actually see the new growth kind of sitting up a little bit more. Yeah, it'll be sitting up a little bit more. But the reason why my hair turned out like this is because when I first installed these mini braids, I did do it right after my silk press. I wore silk press for about a week, and then I came on live, and then I installed 2 rolls. So the back row of my hair is actually bigger because I want to make sure that I don't tangle. Hello, the Baltimore perspective. No, I don't. No, I'm not doing no song requests, but my daughter can sing. And that's why I was telling her to I think right now what she's doing is YouTube is actually what, Tatiana, what YouTube say they doing with your channel? Tatiana. What YouTube say 24 hours to do what? Bring your phone too. Bring your phone. What YouTube said when you tried to go live?
24-hour wait.
That's the exact word it said. So my daughter, I've been trying to talk her into doing singing lives to where y'all can request on her. Show them your channel too. So if you want to see some good singing or hear some good singing, because I did let her sing on my last live, and I told her I know that she's just bring the camera around. Don't let them see you.
Okay, I'm trying to pull up. Yeah, it says ready in 24 hours.
Okay, how can you show them your channel so they can see how it looks?
Oh.
Thank you, Natalie. So what's the exact name? Tatiana?
No, it's _ Tatiana.
Okay, it's _ Tatiana. So if you want to hear some singing, if you want to do some song requests, then go and subscribe to her channel. I am trying to talk her into doing more videos because the girl can sing, y'all. I'm not saying she the best singer out here. I'm not saying all
I'm
that.
editing a video right now, y'all. As we speak.
Okay, watch the music. Copyright, right?
It's copy-free music. That ain't.
It could be on mine. They choose. They pick and choose whatever they want. No, seriously.
No, they don't.
Oh yes, they do. 1 minute when you think you're doing right, you're doing wrong. In YouTube's perspective, yeah. So let's see how long I've been on here. Oh, I ain't no telling y'all how long I've had this this on flash sale, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple more items on here.
I'm sorry, my nose all in the camera. I'm trying to see how long you've been on there.
You can't tell. You got to take my gotta take this light off. Okay, almost an hour.
Oh, now you're covering yourself.
Oh, sorry, y'all. You come in here messing with stuff.
I ain't touched it.
Okay, so let me go in. So I have the Moringa Strengthening and Growth Shampoo, y'all. I also have a Moringa Length Retention Hair Cream.
You doing any song requests?
Stop laughing at my people.
No, not laughing at them in a bad way. Like, that's a good thing. Like,
yeah,
it just tickled me because they...
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, so
Antarctica.
Yeah. Anyway, so what was I saying? With the Moringa Strengthening and Growth Shampoo, I've been put that up on the website, y'all. If you want strength, if you know that you have weak strands that have been brittle, have been breaking off, y'all. If you know that you have been suffering from dry hair that mats up quickly, if you have been doing silk presses and your hair you've experienced heat damage from it, then the Moringa system is what you need. I do have the Moringa length retention and growth hair cream. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna name it because these are stuff I'm bringing from the back to the front, y'all. But I am changing the labels and I am changing the names of them, y'all. And I also have the Moringa length retention or growth and length retention grease as well that you can apply to your scalp or you can apply to your strands. And I'm telling you guys, the Moringa is what's popping. It is really what's popping if you want that strength. Like if you have 3C4A hair, I do have 3C4A hair. I am low density / low porosity as well. So I love the Moringa system. I haven't been over there at my store long enough since we have been snowed in. And so yeah, I haven't been over there in a while, so I haven't been able to take pictures. But the Moringa system is out. I just need to bring it to the forefront, y'all, because it's a lot of people that do suffer from dry, brittle hair strands. But I'm telling you, if you want the shininess, if you want the smooth texture, if you want the nurtured hair strands, then this right here is the Moisture and Seal Cream. It is not in this little bitty container, y'all. It is going to be in a bigger container. Let me use this candle as an example. It is going to be in a container around this size. This is a 8-ounce jar. That is what the Moisture and Seal Cream comes in. But I'm telling you, you are going to benefit from it extremely. You are going to get extreme softness. You are going to get moisturization like never before. But anyway, so I'm gonna try my best to ignore y'all that come over here being real ignorant. That's what you gotta do. You gotta laugh it off because a lot of them are suffering. Poor tink tinks. It's okay, y'all. I know that it's not you. It's the spirit that is working within you. But yeah, so I apply the growth tonic to my scalp. That's the first thing I do, y'all, is I apply this to my scalp. Remember that this is a hair growth spray. Make sure I get underneath. And I'm still gonna click some more things to put on sale, but y'all know I get easily distracted. But before I go, I will put a couple more things on there. But I just make sure that I apply a hair growth spray, which is the hair growth tonic. I apply that first because I want to be able to open up the passages, the highways and the byways, in order for me to apply my growth oil and me not to have to apply much, because I'm basically adding on to my hair growth. You guys don't have to spray this much. I love my product, so I'm going to be heavy-handed. And I promise you, I'm not just trying to basically sound arrogant or anything, but I promise y'all, if I wasn't doing a live, if I wasn't on my YouTube channel, this is what I would be doing. I will be spraying. Okay, Anthony. All right. All right. So after I spray, I massage. People do not know how important it is to massage your scalp. I'm telling you, what you are doing is you are pushing the growth up to your scalp, basically. So if you are not doing anything, if you just chilling, if you are, what is it, Netflix and chilling, then basically just massage your scalp. You are basically allowing the blood flow to surface to the top. A lot of people suffer from inflamed scalps as well. That's why I tell you guys that the Revival hair serum, if you go under the description area and click on the link, you will see how the Revival hair serum looks. But if you are suffering from areas that are not growing, then that Revival hair serum is what you need. It's so many people that have left reviews under my live and under my videos. Also on my website, I have a few products to where it has an entry to where you can basically insert a picture of your hair or of the product that you have purchased. Not on every one of them, because I'm not understanding why it didn't let me, but I'm gonna try to go back in and basically figure out how to open those up for people to be able to insert their photos. And then I just spray my ends, y'all, because I'm needing strength. So not only am I needing growth, I'm needing strength. And I'm still in the L method, which is the liquid method, y'all. Remember that the LCO method is the liquid, cream, and oil. And you don't have to drench your ends. Like, as long as your ends are a little moisturized. So, remember I just showed my ends, and look at how it's basically no difference. And what I mean is my ends already looked well nourished and well fed, y'all. And this is my first time applying my products today. That's why I'm telling you that when it comes down to this Moisture and Seal Cream, you are benefiting with that alone if you have dry, brittle hair strands. But I'm just making sure that I get these strands too. Once I'm done, I'm going to put my hair back in that bun. I told y'all it's kind of tight over here, so I can't really move around. There's no need of me turning around this time. But I just make sure that I am rubbing it down. This side feel a little bit more wetter than the other side. And remember that this is not extensions, y'all. This is my real hair. Let me show y'all. So right here is where, when I had combed my locks out, my strands were very, very and severely damaged. So I just use my common sense. I make sure that I don't braid all the way down. All I have to do is just tuck my ends, like literally. But I make sure that I put the moisture and seal cream on here. I also make sure that I apply the oils as well. But my fear is that if I was to braid all the way down, these pieces are the skinniest parts of my hair. If I braid down all the way, it is going to eventually lock up. I'm not trying to wear locks. Most of my pieces that I braided further down. So I basically go in if I kind of feel a little tug. That is where my hair could possibly start trying to get a single strand knot, because remember, this is my first time today applying these products. But I just feel and make sure I don't have any knots. And one thing about natural hair is that it is kind of hard. Our hair creates its own oil, and it is close to the jojoba oil. But one thing that is hard to do is it's hard for the oil to run down the curls. And that is why it is very important for you to moisturize your hair strands. Remember that your scalp is alive, your ends are dead. So you have to keep them nurtured. You have to keep them moisturized in order to retain your length. So this is my length right here in its curly state. If it's in the straight state, it is longer. But do you not know how quick I can lose this? I can lose this just as quick as I gain a little new growth. I can lose it just that fast if I don't take care of my ends. So I've already did the L method, which was the liquid using the growth tonic. Remember, this is a hair growth spray. Basically, all I did is spray it on my scalp for growth, opening up the highways and the byways in order for this to not have to be used as much. And what I'm doing is I'm maximizing my hair growth. So I'm using a hair growth spray and a hair growth oil. But I applied this to my ends for strength. So that is the liquid, the L method. Then this is the cream, the C method. Okay. All right. So I first apply this much. And I apply down my hair strands first. Remember that this is what's keeping you from experiencing single strand knots. Single strand knots is the death. I'm telling you, is the death of retaining length. This is what's keeping people hair from growing from one length to the next. This is what's keeping what's causing our hair to immediately break right back off as quick as it has grown. And so basically I'm just taking sections and I'm making sure that I am getting in between the strands as well. A little bit goes a long ways, but if you are anything like me, if you have 3C, 4A hair, low density, low porosity, if you experience a single strand knots a lot, then don't be afraid to just put a little bit more on there. Like, remember, that's the sample bottle, y'all. That's not the bottle that is for sale. That is the one that I gave to a certain amount of people when I first brought it back to the forefront. But I just basically apply the cream to my ends. This is what allows my curls to start popping, y'all. You are going to start seeing my curls. Remember, my curls at first was like all haywire. They was basically loose because I twisted my ends up and then I put it in a bun at the back. So the ends were very, very stringy. You are now about to see my curls basically revert and start curling over, you know, curling over. And then now I apply to my length, this part of my hair. And I've been telling you guys on the DIY videos that so many creators been telling y'all to create these DIY products, and they haven't been telling you guys to use a preservative. A preservative is what keeps you from to refrigerate your product. Like, it elongates and it keeps you from wasting your money. Like, it's so many people that have been buying herbs for a long time now, and now they are on my channel seeing where I tell people to add a preservative, because basically you have been throwing your money away. The people have been telling y'all to apply every 3 to 5 days. How can you apply every 3 to 5 days if you have to throw it away after the 5th to 7th day? There's no way possible that you can see any results like that. Like literally. And I still have people ask me how long should they refrigerate it. You don't have to refrigerate it. Like if you use Germaben Plus or you use Optifan Plus, that is going to give you a shelf life of 12 months or sometimes a little bit over 12 months. The lowest shelf life is 6 months, but it ain't really no preservative out here that's giving you only 6 months of a shelf life. But even if, let's say for instance, if it did, you know you still winning if you get at least 6 months of not having to refrigerate your product. You get 6 months of not having to throw your product away. Like, so many people have been throwing their money away. Like, you can almost say that you just been taking your hard-earned money and just flushing it down the toilet, basically. Because the herbs alone is not even cheap. Like, we know that. Like, that preservative, if you order on Amazon and you get the Optifan Plus, you can get like a 2 ounce or a 4 ounce around like close to $10, 16, or probably even cheaper than that, y'all. Probably even cheaper than that. But when you add a preservative, that is when you can continue to apply these products on an everyday basis. And not only that, when you are creating these DIYs and you have been told to just create that product, but nobody has told you to add a liquid moisturizer like the rose water or the aloe vera juice or both, then you have been losing big time on that as well. Remember I told y'all I like to add a little bit more because I do suffer from single strand knots, and I have not really had to go through that since I've been wearing my hair in this protective style for the past couple of weeks, y'all. And this is the LCO method, the liquid in which I had to do 1 refill, the cream in which I haven't had to do that yet, but look at it. So for you that have received this as your sample, then just know that this is going to last you about a couple of weeks, because y'all see that I'd be really applying. I've been actually not being, I haven't been slacking. Another depressed troll that probably went through some type of trauma. They're dismissed. But anyways, so the liquid, which is the growth tonic, the cream, which is the moisture and seal cream, and the oil, in which is the hair growth oil. It has a looser consistency. I haven't even did a refill on this yet. And it is basically for low density / low porosity. Can any other porosity use it? You most certainly can. But it's so many people that kept asking, which one is for certain porosity? So I just named them different porosities. And when it comes down to the Revival Hair Serum, it has no porosity on it. That is to target the dormant / dead follicles, the people that used to have thick hair. Now it's super thin. You can see through the scalp and everything. So yeah, see how my curls start reverting and start curling up? Like, I know how this really can be mistaken for extensions, but I promise y'all that it's not. So for the bros, yes, this can be used for the bros as well. Hotel corner chair. This can be used for the bros as well. But I do have a beard oil specifically made for the beard. This can also be used for locks as well. I had a lock line but I basically closed the website down temporarily, and I am slowly bringing all this stuff back to the forefront. Like I said, I do this alone. I do this all by myself. Is that what you call it? Sincerely, Trey. I still say that everybody has good hair. Like, no matter if it's more coarser or not, but I kind of get what you're saying. That's what they used to say all the time back in the days. That's that good hair. That's that good hair. But it's basically curly, fine hair. It is fine. And my ends is on the thinner side, and I've been telling people lately to embrace your thin ends. Like, some people can do all the clipping that they can. Now, can you fill your roofs, and then the more you apply products for your roofs to fill, then it can eventually go down to your ends. But y'all, I cut my ends evenly to the best of my ability. Nobody hair is 100% even. I just seen some lady with her hair reached down to her calves, y'all. I just seen this the other day. And as she was doing her hair like this and moving it and stuff like that, right up in here, this part of her hair was basically past her bra strap, but the rest of her hair went down to her calves. So that's why I tell people, don't worry about trying to get your hair 100% even, but try to get your hair 100% healthy, and clip your ends to the best of your ability. If you know that you have split ends, clip those ends. I used to be the type, I'm like, I ain't clipping my ends. The whole time my hair just stayed splitting over and over. But you can have low density hair, and your ends can be still slightly see-through. Those are called like thin ends. Like, no matter what you do. It's another creator here on YouTube, and when I tell you she do DIYs, she go hard with the DIYs. And you can still see through her ends. Like, really see through her ends. Really see through her ends, y'all. And like I said, when it comes down to my ends, that's why they look like this. They are fine. They are fine. If I was to take one strand, like some people's strands is way thicker than this. That's why when I braid my hair, no matter if I had, and I can show y'all real quick, but I purposely grabbed this row and made the parts bigger. But you see how skinny it still is? And I'm going to take a piece from up here, somewhere where the part is small. Hopefully this is a small part. But you see how this one still is skinny as well? So that's why I tell people that you have to learn your density. You have to learn your porosity, to where it's like, just strive to make sure that your hair is healthy, you know. And by doing that is you have to create a system. You have to apply products to your hair more than you usually would. That's how your hair is too. I'm glad somebody can relate. I'm so glad somebody can relate. But yeah, if you create a system for your hair, meaning that if you make sure that your shampoos have growth ingredients, your conditioners have growth ingredients, not only growth ingredients, but moisturizing ingredients. If you make sure that your creams and your custards, if you use custards, if you make sure that they have hair growth ingredients, if you have make sure that they have moisturizing and conditioning ingredients in it, your hair has no other choice but to start obeying. Your hair is going to be rebellious in the beginning. Your hair is going to try to do its own thing because it's been doing its own thing for a minute. Your hair has been in survival mode. Like, literally, it's so many people that are frustrated with their hair but don't know that their hair is basically yapping back and telling you that it is frustrated with you, because our hair is only going to do what how we treat it or how we allow it to do. So if you have been neglecting your strands, if you have been in a hurry, if you have been angry and you've been taking your hair down, and you've been combing your hair, if you've been brushing a mess out of your hair, like, nobody is saying don't brush your hair. I still use combs at times. Thing is, you have to still know how to use them. You have to make sure that you are not using them more than you are not using them. Like, still finger detangle your hair. If you know that your hair is snap, crackling, and popping, don't just settle with that. but do the opposite. Get you a hair growth shampoo. And speaking of that, because I've been on here for the longest and I still haven't put anything else marked down. But let me do the shampoo and the conditioner, because if you apply the shampoo and the conditioner once a week, I promise you, you will get a overall change in your hair for the better. You will see that your hair will start reviving, because the growth shampoo and the growth conditioner is breaking down the chemical bonds in your hair. Like every time we go outside, it's things that's embedding in our hair that is causing damage to it. Should have brought my glasses. So I see the stimulating growth leave-in conditioner first. So let me grab it and knock it down first. So like I said, y'all, try the LCO method, which is the liquid, oil, and cream. You will be sealing in the moisture with the you will be moisturizing. The moisture will stay on the outside. So you will basically be bringing the moisture first. That is the growth spray, because it is a liquid. And then you will be sealing in that moisture with the oil, and then after that you will put the cream on the outside. So basically you will be kind of like conditioning and coating your strands. And then when it comes down to the LCO method, you will be spraying the growth spray, which is a liquid, and then you will be putting the cream on that. So you will be putting the liquid in the that's the moisturizing and the conditioning. You be putting those on first, and then you put the growth oil, which is the sealing. It will be sealing in all of that good moisture. That good moisture. So let me mark the conditioner down. So I marked the conditioner down. The regular price is $16.99. I marked it down to $7.99. I'm looking for the shampoo. And like I said, I'm basically marking them to where people can go ahead and grab whatever that they need to grab without having to pay shipping twice, because who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? But it's so many items, y'all, that my eyes start crossing. I can barely see. There it is, the shampoo. So I'll mark it for $7.99 as well. Once this live is over, I will mark it back to regular price. I know that usually I will let it sit for a while, even if I tell y'all that I was going to immediately mark it back to the regular price. Most of the time I will leave it just for a little bit, because it take a long time, y'all, for it take a long time for this video to upload. But then sometimes I start getting comments and where people was able to comment on it. I know, I'm so sorry, Logan. So if you want this right here, as far as like sealing in your moisture, then that is when you get the growth tonic, you get the moisture and seal cream, and then you get the growth oil. And I really apologize for that, y'all. I'm trying to work on trying to separate things in different columns, because people do tend to get overwhelmed. I can see sometimes when people will come onto the store and then sometimes they leave right back out. But I do have a description for each and every one of Heavenly's products. But like the tonic, I do tell people that it is a hair growth oil, it is a strengthener, and it is a detangler. So pretty much when you see that on the website, you can sit back and be like, okay, so it's I pretty much need hair growth, you know. So basically it's just like me acting like I'm the consumer and I know what I need. Like, okay, I need hair growth, but my ends is a little bit scratchy, my ends is a little bit crunchy. What in the world, Flo? My ends is a little bit straggly, they a little bit split, they're a lot of split. My ends. Hello Felicia from Cali, how you doing? So yeah, when I know that, like I said, my website could be overwhelming. I will be trying to put it in categories, but like I said, it does have a description for each one. So if you know that you are looking for a hair growth spray, then you just go in and you see the tonic. You see where it says that it's a hair growth spray. You're like, okay, I do need a little growth. I want to grow an inch or two. I want to grow an inch and a half or two. Okay. But then you know that at the same time, your ends are brittle. Your ends are straggly. They are breaking. Then you say, okay, it's a strengthening tool. Okay, so I get 2 in 1. I get the growth and then I get the strengthening. And then you see where it's a detangler as well. So it's like, okay, it detangle her too. Okay, so if I'm wearing a protective style, I can still spray this on my strands after I take the protective style down. Yeah, so that can pretty much kind of help you sum it up. When it comes down to the moisture and seal cream, which I do have on there, that is a twisting and curling cream as well. So like, okay, I want to wear some 2-strand twists, so I can use this moisture and seal cream on my hair at the same time. So not only can I use it for the LOC method or the LCO method, but I can also rub it on my hair strands after shampooing my hair, and then I can twist my hair up. I can comb my kids' hair with it. Yeah, I can comb my daughter's hair with it. Yeah. Oh, it's going to, give me some good curl definition. Them curls gonna be fluffy and puffy. And the thing is, remember, I tell people a lot of times, don't just go by somebody else's hair. Embrace your own hair texture. Start loving your hair and start being somebody else's what y'all tell people? Be somebody else's hair. What was the word I used, y'all? I forgot. But you know how you can go on Instagram and you see somebody else's curls, because they do be having it in the For You section where you see these people hair and it's so long and pretty. Hair inspiration. Be somebody else's hair inspiration. Like, don't get me wrong, you can be inspired by somebody else's hair. You can be inspired by my hair. But if you don't have 3C4A hair, if you don't have low density / low porosity, then just know that you can still apply these same products and you can allow this cream to sink into your hair strands, and you can allow this spray to sink in. You can allow this oil to sink in, and you are still going to have moisturized strands. It's just going to be in your own curl pattern. Some people have the same curl pattern as me, and some people have different curl patterns as me. But Heavenly works for all densities, all porosities. And when it comes down to the growth oils, remember that it has porosity on the 3 different growth oils, which is the Heavenly's growth oil is for low density / low porosity. The consistency is loose, light. It is very light. Hear me when I tell you, you see that it is light. Did I add the oil, y'all? No, I didn't add the oil. Why y'all ain't tell me? I did not add the oil. Okay? Remember, a little bit goes a long ways. Let me show y'all that I can open it up just a little bit more, because a little bit goes a long ways, y'all. You don't need a lot. See how it's showing up? And then I'm just, in every video, you will see me doing this, y'all. I'm basically tap, 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 tap. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all can see the shininess to where it is showing up. I am applying this. I'm not going to sit here and just pour a whole lot, but you best believe that I am applying it, y'all. Because a little bit goes a long ways. Remember, I used the hair growth spray. And then I massage it in. I forgot, that's the end of the method. I can't wait for you either, Felicia. I cannot wait for you to experience it. You can use Miss Bree. You can use the growth tonic on your scalp, which is a hair growth spray. And you can also use the moisture milk, which is a hair growth spray. You can use either one or the other. Just know that the difference with those two is that it's different colors, it's different smells. And the growth tonic is full of herbs. The moisture milk is full of moisturizing and conditioning ingredients, but they all are still filled with hair growth ingredients. But I just make sure that I massage it in. Remember that I did apply the growth tonic first. I cannot believe, y'all, that I didn't do that part. Then I make sure that I apply on my edges. And that's why my bottle lasts long, y'all, because you still have to understand that I'm applying this on my ends as well. Now, watch when I apply to my ends. This is how you know that the oil isn't heavy. And that's why I said you can use it, although it's for low density / low porosity, you can still use this oil. But just know that it's not heavyweight at all. It basically penetrates through the strands. Like, it's a slight difference, but it's not a whole lot because you see that this side is still moisturized. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay. Make sure. And if I would have added it when my strands were like wet, you would have seen like a slight shine, but it would have all blended in together. And I am sealing in the oil, y'all. I mean, sealing in the moisture. So like I said, my ends are loose, y'all, because no matter who, and no disrespect to anybody, and it's not to y'all anyways, just in case somebody else get on here and don't understand. Because like I said, a couple of people, one didn't really, I don't think nobody meant any harm, but I was asked if I had extensions, and I don't have extensions. And the thing is, you have to learn your hair. So my thing is, if I know my hair, why would I sit here to please the audience? Why would I turn around and try to braid these all the way down to where I end up struggling and they end up turning into locks because I messed around and wanted to satisfy somebody? You have to learn your hair. You have to know your own hair, and you have to do what your hair will allow you to do. You have to allow your hair to, you have to do what your hair allow you to do. So therefore, my hair is not like everybody else's. I'll never get on here and try to do my hair like somebody else's hair. I am going to have these ends loose because at the end of the day, that is how I do not lock my hair up. I used to have locks. Remember, I told you guys that a licensed stylist ripped one of my locks out. So my ends were loose then. My ends were loose, and I used to wear it up. And that's why I comb my locks out, y'all. I never had plans on combing them out. But I used to wear my hair up like this, y'all. At the back. Remember, these aren't locks, so they're not going to look just like it. But I used to wear my locks like this, y'all. And it used to basically sit like this. So that's why a lot of people didn't think I had locks. And then not only that, I would not get my ends retwist. I wouldn't get them retwist often. So I could still count on my hand after having them up for almost 2 years or a year and a half. I only got about 4 retwists, y'all. I'm gonna use this as an example. Look at this side right here. This side is short, okay? But just because this side is shorter, do you think that I'll turn around and cut all my hair that length? No. I'll wait. I'll continue to apply grow products to my hair. keeping my hair in the energy phase a little while longer. And then what I would do is that every time I check my ends out and I look at them and see what needs to be clipped, I will clip them. That is how I ended up not big chopping. I did not big chop, y'all. I had a whole bald spot. My hair was tore from the floor up. When I combed my locks out, my hair was chopped and screwed. That's why you see the ends very skinty on this part of my hair. Now, my ends are skinny, period, but that's why you see my ends looking like this in my front, because that is where my hair was tore up the worst. Like, I had two locks growing together, and that's how you know that I never had plans on combing them out, because I had my daughter retwist my hair one day and she said, those locks are growing together. And I said, on the next session of you doing a retwist, which will be a whole lot of months later down the line, I'm going to cut it. I told her to cut it. She didn't want to cut it, so I cut it myself. So that's how you know I never had plans on combing my locks out, but the licensed stylist forced me to. And that is how this part was super duper short. But that's how you know I've been clipping a little bit, because it's no different from this part in the front. Not too much of a difference. Not too much of a difference. But like I said, I only do what's best for my hair. I only do what's necessary for my hair. Some people think that a big chop is necessary. You are basically starting all the way back over. Just like some people think that watching DIYs without adding a preservative is necessary, when you are basically throwing your money down in the garbage. Thank you, Miss Deidre. Hey, Bobby Horn. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Janelle. Hey, Natalie again. So, hello, new chapter. So basically, when you ask, how can you tell when your hair is in the energy phase? I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't tell when my hair is in the energy phase. That's why I continue to add my products on an everyday basis. Hear me when I tell you, I take breaks though. I do take breaks, but I promise you, those breaks don't last no longer than 2 weeks. Okay, let's say for instance this could have been the anagen phase of my hair, right? I've seen many times that my hair was in a protective style and the growth in 2 weeks was like whoosh. Okay, but these are mini braids. So what I do is, you about to get blockaded. But anyways, so yeah, what I do is I just go ahead and I apply the products. And even if I don't see results, I keep applying it, because I know that some people follicles are stubborn. I know that some people deal with dormant/dead follicles. And I also know that there is another phase, which is the heterogen and the y'all know what I'm saying, ketogen phase, the telogen phase. So I don't so much sit back and say, let me figure out, if my hair is in the energy phase. No, I'll go ahead and push my hair, basically. And if it isn't, which I just don't think that makes sense, because I'm still applying my products like I lost my mind. The other phases don't even really last that long. And the anagen phase actually lasts a little bit longer. So that's why I use the products on a consistent basis. That's why I use it every single day while I'm wearing a protective style. Like whenever I'm not wearing a protective style, that week of that 2 weeks period of time, I don't apply to my scalp every single day, every time. I don't do that. But if I am wearing a protective style 3 times out of the month, if I'm wearing it 3 times out of the month, you might as well say that I done had a protective style in my head for a whole entire month, basically. So that is why I'm applying it every single day, because I am making my hair not go into the other phase. That right there is the new growth. That is 2 weeks. It's not going to be able to show up just like it would show up if I had a big part. Because if I had a big part and I was to put my hair in 4 plaits, then the new growth would start puffing up and it would be like kind of like fat. It would sit up. But if by me having a silk press before applying these and the parts are small, that is still considered growth. Like, that's my thumb right there, y'all. That is the growth. That's the beginning of the braid right there. Like I said, my hair grow faster at the back. So that's going to be a little bit different. That's where you see the puffiness because that part is bigger. These parts are a little bit bigger, so you're going to see the puffiness a little bit more. And look at how much growth. This is the beginning of the braid right here. This is my 2 fingers. So that is the new growth right there. So like I said, that I try, and I know that it's easier said than done, but I have not basically just sat back and said, let me study when my hair is going into the anagen phase. When my hair went in the anagen phase, I almost said July, January the 1st. And since it's, been in there since January the 1st, I'm going to keep it in until July the 1st. You know what I'm saying? And not, trying to sound rude or anything. I'm just saying that's what I do. I don't, I just basically apply the growth products. I apply them every day. And it hasn't failed me yet. It hasn't failed me yet, meaning that whenever I put my hair in a protective style, and if I keep it up around 3 weeks to 4 weeks, I see some good growth results. And that's because I'm basically training my hair to do what it already supposed to do. You're welcome. I basically train my hair to do what it's supposed to do. A lot of our hair, even my hair, has been doing whatever it wanted to do until I grabbed a hold to it and I trained it. So, like if I wear a protective style 3 times out of a whole entire month, I make sure that I get growth results. So think about it. If your hair grow a half an inch a month, but I did 3 protective styles, and say for instance I got a half of an inch that first couple of weeks, and then got another half that other couple of weeks, or if I got a whole inch within the 3 week frame or a 4 week frame, I've basically gained an extra inch. So yeah, I showed a video. If you want to go back, you see where I did a shampoo day with the Heavenly's Lavender and Lemongrass soap bar to show people what it have been doing. I don't know what that means, but yeah, and I didn't take anybody. I wanted to do it in the shampoo bowl, y'all, but we have a new puppy, and that puppy was not gonna let me be great. That puppy was gonna be jumping all over me, and not only that, the puppy was gonna be screaming. But I do have a video coming soon that I'm working on and I'm editing of me shampooing Tatiana's hair, and I put the puppy in there. Y'all, I be trying to do my videos different from everybody else. And some people may not agree with it, but for those who rock with me, I appreciate you rocking with me. But yeah, my hair was dirty. My hair was dirty because I'm applying this every single day, y'all. So, okay, so say for instance if you had the growth tonic, the growth oil, and the moisture and seal cream new chapter, right now my hair feels soft. It feels amazing. Hear me when I tell you that the next morning that I wake up, my hair feels soft. It don't feel heavy. It's just that on shampoo day, when you make sure that you properly shampooing your hair, you ain't even got proper shampoo your hair. You know that if you apply products every single day to your hair, you are going to see dirt, right? So that's why I make sure that I apply the shampoo down my hair strands. I don't do a lot of scrubbing and things like that. I make sure that I get the lather and stuff on my scalp, make sure that my scalp is clean, because everything that I apply to my hair that whole entire week for 7 days straight, I turn around and I wash it right back out so I can have a new scalp, you know, in order to reapply this thing and start this thing all the way back over, right? Because we do know that our pores can clog up. So I see a lot of dirt because of the products that I'm applying, but my strands are not like gooky. It's not gooky anything. And only thing that I can say, not telling you to, you know, try the products, but if you were to try them, that you will see that applying this growth tonic, applying this moisture and seal cream, the growth tonic, the moisture seal cream, and applying the growth oil, which is for low density / low porosity, but still can be applied on other types of hair. Because remember, all you doing is sealing in the moisture, and you don't want no heavy oils on your hair. This is simply not a heavy oil. It is also a healing oil as well. So it basically penetrates through the strands, and you see that it turns out to not be oily. So when I apply it every single day, like I show you guys, like this may look like it's super duper shiny. I promise you it's not. Let me go on a little dry, rusty, crusty part of my arm. See, it's not super oily. It is not super oily. And I just got through rubbing. It is not super oily, y'all. Thank you so much. So let me show y'all. Putting it on this arm. That's some good oil. You know how sometimes you apply oil to your hair and then you sit on your couch, you lay on your pillow? This is exactly how your pillow look. This is exactly how your pillow look. Hear me when I tell you, if my arm was super duper hairy, you would not see this, because it's going to penetrate through the hair strands. But you see where my hand was at first? It's not super duper oily. I hate when I do that too. I just hit my elbow, rub that in there. I don't like to waste products, y'all. But yeah, so when it comes down to the growth oil, don't get confused by saying low porosity if you are using it as the LCO or the LOC method, because when you put it on your hair strands, that it is going to basically penetrate through, and it is not going to overweigh it. It's not going to what do you call it? Dang. It is not going to overpower it. Little Sparky, you about to get blocky. But anyway, so yeah, let me see what else I could put. I just mentioned the lavender and lemongrass soap bar, which I showed everybody a video of when I tell you that no matter what you can use a store-bought shampoo if your hair is dirty. When I say dirty, I'm not talking about dirty like dirt on the ground rolling in the grass. You know, I'm talking about products dirty, meaning that you've been applying your products. Okay, think about it. This, of course, is going to, when you shampoo your hair, it's going to show up in the sink like dirty. And not only that, the debris and stuff from the atmosphere, the air. Yeah, I just saw something floating. Like in all my videos, there's always something floating. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, that floated in my hair. All right, little Sparky, you are blocked, you demonic spirit. You are very welcome, and thank you so much for subscribing. Like I said, that it will work if you work it, if you create a system for your hair. I'm telling you guys that from the DIYs all the way to Heavenly's products, if you recreated the DIYs, if you have purchased from Heavenly, your hair is going to do a transformation like never before. I don't know if Tessa is still on here, but if you go all the way down to her comment, Tessa will tell you how it has been growing her hair. It has softened her hair. Not only that, it's so many people that have watched my DIYs. Okay, Tesla. Yeah, it's so many people that have watched my DIYs and have recreated most of them, and they seen that their hair has did a traumatic change for the good. Let me put this lavender and lemongrass bar on sale right quick. They talking outside. They talking outside. So I marked it down. The regular price is $12.99. I marked it to $5.99, y'all. I marked it to $5.99. So y'all know every time I say I'm gonna end it, after I end the live, I end up leaving it on. I just can't help it, y'all. I just like for people to be able to see for themselves so they can come back and say, yeah, that did do what she said, you know, it was going to do. That softened my hair. That, like, dry brittle strands is going to break. They are going to snap. And by them breaking and snapping, then you are not going to retain the length. But if you keep your hair moisturized, if you keep it conditioned, if you keep a system, if you if you apply a Heavenly's Growth shampoo, or even if you apply the DIY, I'm so sorry, if you apply Heavenly's Growth shampoo, or if you apply one of the DIY growth shampoos, if you apply it once a week for at least a month, at the least a month, at the least, I'm telling you, you're going to see a change in your hair. Thank you so much, Tessa. I was just telling Tatiana earlier, because like I said, I'm trying to get her to get into her lives. YouTube says she got about 24 hours for them to, I guess, check her stuff or whatever. I think they're doing something new, because they didn't do me like that in the beginning. But I do know that I went live after becoming monetized, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But I told her, I said, you have to get on live and let, you know, people come into your live. You'll know the ones that come on a regular basis, and you'll get cool with them. And I named you Tessa. I said, that's my girl, Tessa. I'm not sure when I'll be live again. Might be life in new chapter. I'm still trying to open up the doors to my store. I have been snowed in. I stated in the beginning of my live that me and my husband, because the store is a skip, hop, and a jump from my house, and we walked over there because he had to get the shovel to clear our concrete and stuff out there, our driveway. And I went over there to get some herbs and stuff to do a DIY, and messed around. I was going to do a shampoo and messed around and forgot the Castile soap. Yeah, I did that. So I said, well, let me go ahead, in the place of doing a DIY, let me just get on live. My lives be randomly, but one day, I know that sound like, one day you ain't promising nobody nothing. But that's all I can say, y'all, that one day I will make it a schedule. You know, sometimes I may go live when I open up the doors to my store, to the public, to where people can watch how I do things, you know, on there as well. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Felicia Page. I'm so happy to hear that. Like, I'm telling y'all that people have been missing aloe vera juice and rose water in their DIY herbal hair growth sprays. And they have been seeing growth from their scalp that immediately break right back off, because their spray is so drying because of them not applying any moisturizing and conditioning liquids. And like I said, that's one of the things that I would tell people all the time. If you don't know me from anything else, you're gonna know me from telling people to add a moisturizing and a liquid, a moisturizing and a conditioning liquid to your rosemary. Why use rosemary and water by itself? I don't care if it's rosemary and mint. Why use clove water? Why mess around and use rosemary, cloves, cinnamon? Why? Why throw in a little rice? Why use rice water by itself? Why? Why? Like, you gonna see a little growth. You want to see a little growth. And then poof, you done lost it. Yeah, You may even lose it up here because too much protein. You know, some people hair is protein sensitive. Yeah. So you will never catch Tasha only creating a DIY with rice water by itself or rice water in orange peels. Nah, you ain't gonna catch me creating a rice water with cloves because cloves is strong. You ain't gonna catch me creating a rice water and rosemary. Not all by itself. You ain't gonna catch me doing it. Rosemary is good, but it is strong. And it will dry the mess out of your hair. It's a drying herb. Thank you so much, Logan. It's a drying herb though. It's a drying herb. You got so many people that be creating these the rosemary, and they not adding any aloe. They ain't adding no aloe vera juice. They not adding any rose water. Yeah. And they hear a snap, crackling, and popping. That's what it's doing. It's snap, crackling, and popping, y'all. And I refuse. That's why you see I add the moisturizer. The moisturizer. Don't pay attention to the curl pattern, y'all. Just pay attention to the moisturizing. Yes, the moisturizing. Yeah. And y'all see it don't look like it's oily. It's not oily. Y'all know I gotta put a little, sarcasm in it. That's just being me. Gotta be me, y'all. If I don't be me, I'm not gonna show up. Just don't here, just acting like I'm bougie or, just act like my vocabulary is well, put together. No, my vocabulary is toe up, but y'all know where I'm coming from. Don't let my vocabulary keep you guys from keeping your hair in the anagen phase longer. Do not allow it to keep you from having your hair in the anagen phase a little longer. That's it. Like literally back in 2018, I started studying and formulating. That's when I realized that you can keep your hair in the anagen phase longer. Like, why accept only a half an inch? That's what your hair is promised. But so many people deal with inflammation on the scalp, stuff like this, so they don't even get that. But where there's a will, there's a way. It will work if you work it. If you put in the work, if you be a little bit more focused on your hair than you used to be. Don't make no New Year's resolution. Just be, I knew it. Don't do a New Year's resolution. Don't do that. But just basically do better. Do better by your hair. And take baby steps. Nobody said go in this thing full force. Let me see. Okay. Don't go in this thing full force, because if you go in it full force, ooh, that light bright. If you go in it full force, then that is when you are going to slack. That is when you just gonna quit cold turkey, basically. You're gonna quit cold turkey. I'm telling you that I have my products laying on the what do you call that thing? The table on the side of the bed. I have it right there. It's times that my head be hurting like crazy, but I still get up. I get up and I apply my products. Thank you so much, Logan. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm telling you. It's something about them before and afters, I'm telling you. And that was one of the reasons why I closed my website down, because like the town here, when I first started back in 2018, they was giving me before and afters without me even asking for it. It's just something about starting something new. People want to be like, that's how they did. They was coming in, they were getting a product and stuff. I was like, can I take a picture of you holding? Oh, sure. Even when I didn't ask them, they was like, you forgot to take a picture? You gonna take a picture? Yeah. They take that picture. But then when time start passing and stuff like that, and then more people start creating hair growth oils that didn't know anything about, you know, formulating, didn't know what works better or works well with this or that. They followed the popular. It was a popular person that they followed, and her hair growth oil didn't grow their hair. And then they would come in my chair because I used to be a full-time hair braider, and I would have to hear them say, "Her hair growth oil didn't even work." Of course it didn't. It looked like vegetable oil. Come on now. You know, then later down the line, she started, you know, adding different things in it, and I still didn't really hear nobody rave about it. And then after that, she started creating shampoos like a year or something later, and somebody real, real close to her told me that her shampoo don't do nothing for their hair. But all I'm saying is that I studied this thing. I've been in the game for 7 years, and people used to break their neck giving me photos. And then I see them in the store and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I love your oil. It did this. You remember my fro was little? You remember my little ponytail was a little bitty thing? Uh-huh, girl. You got a picture?" I promise you. You got a picture? Oh, girl, I forgot. Somebody just did that the other day. That was a mailbox and beyond, and it was like, and I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to drop some packages off. I'm trying to drop y'all orders off. And they're like, "Hey girl, I will bow head. Oh, I ain't had no hair back. I ain't had no hair." And I'm like, and they was like, "Girl, yeah." And this not to make fun of this person because I love her dearly, but she said, "I prayed for your business. I prayed." Because she knew I had took a break. So yeah, Felicia, I apply mine at night. 9 times out of 10, and then every now and then you'll see me create a video in the daytime to where I apply it in the day. There's times I've applied it twice. I'm just gonna be honest. I do this, y'all. I promise you, I do this. Listen to me. It's times that I could be chilling and I know that I applied the product at night, and then I turn around hours later, which would be the next day, and I'm like, I'll at least spray this. Hear me when I tell you, keeping it in the anagen phase. Keeping it in the energy phase. Some people are like, "That's too much. That's too." Tell me that after you see my hair down to my knees. Tell me after you see that. Yeah, most of mine be in the PM. Because like when I spray it at night, um before going to sleep, then I most of the time I be in my store, or like right now by me being snowed in, my hair don't be down. It's only down when I'm going to church, or if I, you know, it don't even be down most time when I go to the store, because it's like I ain't trying to impress them, you know. Yeah, it's only when I go special places, right? And it's like, what the hell, you know. And then, you know, you see them watching and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, I keep it covered up majority of the time. But like I created a video a few days ago telling people that your ends, a lot of people ends have to be protected. But like the whole first week, I did not protect my ends. I did not have them like super duper tucked like how I had it twisted around and then untwisted it. I don't know if you came in the beginning of the video, but I took it out of the bun. I knew that I was going to put my hair in the bun, but what I would do majority of the times, I would put my hair in the first week in the ponytail somewhere up here to where it's not like rubbing up against my hair or my coat or whatever, right? And then sometimes I would do this. I would pull it back like this, and then I would take the scrunchie. I would put the ponytail and I would scrunch it and have the curls just sitting up here because the curls are not touching anything. But like I said, it's times that it's times that I will wear that I will apply the spray in the daytime. Now I don't turn around and like do the whole entire method in the daytime, but I will spray. I will spray my scalp sometimes twice a day. Majority of the time it'd be twice a day, because I enjoy it. Like I said, I know that I'm keeping my hair in the energy phase. And the thing is, I'm just trying to take y'all into my mind. Like, either you can like go there or you don't have to go there. But for those who choose to go there, I can guarantee you that somebody will come back and say, okay, yeah, I did that, and yeah, oh, I seen the difference, and blah 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 blah. So if I'm chilling, I'm not doing nothing. Um, my hair has been in this bun all day, and I automatically start thinking about my hair, or I automatically start massaging my scalp. Then I will get my spray. Ooh, excuse me. I will get my spray. If my scalp is dry, when I say dry, not brittle dry, because remember, I apply this every night. But I'm talking about if I want some moisture on my scalp throughout the day, because I know that this is a hair growth spray. Okay. Then I will spray my scalp doing somewhere in the beginning of the day. And then I will massage my scalp, knowing that I still have a few hours later, that's later down the line, that I'm going to do at night. So like if it's 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, right? But then I do it at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Look at how many hours that. Tatiana. Tatiana. Y'all heard that? I don't know who that is. But anyway, so from Tatiana. Tatiana. Anyway, so if I do it around 8, 9, or 10 in the morning, then I turn around and do it again 8, 9, or 10 at night. That's a pretty good break. So I do that, y'all. That's what I do. I'm trying to talk to y'all, but trying to listen at the same time. I hear a humming. But anyway, so yeah, y'all. I am keeping my hair in the energy phase. Like I said, for those who don't believe, I just hate for my hair to be to my butt and people still not believing. You know, that's why I show up like this. I showed up every single day in the first week. I purposely did that because I wanted people to see that I am actually spraying this stuff on my scalp. I wanted people to see that I'm actually spraying and applying these products onto my scalp and my hair strands. So whenever you see the lint before that and then you see the lint after that, then you'll know that this girl is using her stuff. She is using her stuff, y'all. But not only that, but since I only silk press once every 6 months, I did state on one of my lives or one of my other videos on how I am going to try to have my hair in a stretched state a little bit more than usual, because when your hair is in its curly state, the when you are not applying the oil, when you are not applying the cream onto your hair strands on a regular, that means that oil is not penetrating all the way down your hair strands, because when it's in the curly state, how can it actually go all the way down? When it's in a straighter state, it don't have to be bone straight, but when it's in a straighter state, that means that your natural hair oil, which is the sebum, actually can penetrate down further, and that means that your hair will not really suffer from breakage, you know, damage and things like that. So by my hair being in curly state right now, that is why I make sure that I apply these products. I'm only doing what I know my hair can take. A lot of you guys, I'm telling you, if you try the same thing, you will see that it's not going to affect your hair in a bad way. You are going to see a significant change in your hair, meaning that these products is lightweight. Even when it comes down to the cream is not even heavy, y'all. Hear me when I tell you that mango butter is in this. It's not shea butter. I do have products with shea butter in it, but I purposely did not put shea butter in the moisture and seal cream because your hair is going to be soft and it's going to be fluffy. It is not going to be oily. Like, I have oil right here. I don't need the oil right here. Like, I show up all the time showing you guys what the moisture and seal cream does all by itself. It softens the mess out of my hair. It moisturizes and it conditions and it coats the mess out of my strands. But I still have other products that has shea butter in it. Like, I chose not to put shea butter in the moisture and the seal cream. If you try for yourself, you will see that your hair is going to be very soft. It is going to be very moisturizing. You want your hair to be soft. You want your hair to be fluffy. You want your hair to be moisturizing, because that means that it is not dry and it is not brittle. It's not breaking and it is not snapping. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me go back over it again and see which products that are marked down for the flash sale. I will keep it up until this video pops up, because that will give other people an opportunity to take advantage of it. I appreciate each and one of your the ones that placed the order. And right now, the lavender and lemongrass soap bar is on sale. The moisture and seal cream is on sale. The stimulating shampoo and conditioner is on sale. The growth tonic is on sale. And the hair growth oil is on sale. Let me go ahead and mark the stimulating growth serum. Let me go ahead and mark it on sale. And let me go ahead and mark the growth elixir on sale. The stimulating growth serum is for the medium and can be possibly for low porosity because it's not heavy. The liquid is still a little bit loose, and the consistency is not too much of a difference. The growth serum is a thicker oil for people hair that drinks up a lot of oil. You know how some people hair, you can apply oil to their hair or grease and it look like you ain't applied nothing? Yeah, them. But let me go back and see what I marked the let's see, $6.99 and $10.99. $6.99 and $10.99. Make them the same. Remember, the regular price for the 2 ounces is $14.99. Let's see. So the 2 ounce on the growth elixir is marked down. So I'm headed towards the 4 ounce. The regular price is $24.99. And what I say, the growth oil, the 4 ounce is marked down for $10.99. So let me make sure I mark the elixir down. So basically, the ingredients in all three of them are totally different, y'all. I'm basically just marking them down the same, but the prices for the different ingredients are different, y'all. Especially when it comes down to the growth elixir, because the heavier the oils, majority of the time, that the more that they cost. I'm gonna check the questions in just a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark these down because I will forget, or I will get sidetracked. So I did the elixir. Let me go ahead and do the stimulating growth serum. Yeah, it was hot in here. I turned my heater down and it is cold now. It is cold. So like I said, when it comes down to YouTube, I don't know if I have to have a certain amount of subscribers or whatever you want to call it in order for me to start placing my products in my live. But what I noticed is that when people go back and watch the video, you will see that the products are tagged because I'm able to go in and edit it and tag them. But before starting my live, I always make sure that these products are the website is in the description area. Because I know a lot of people get on and ask, how can I order it? I don't see the link, or, you know, and maybe things will change later down the line to where I can, because I've seen on many creators videos that but I don't know if it's in their live though. I can't say it was because it was doing their live. So I made sure that those are marked down. Let me make sure, let me go over and double check. Whenever I get to take pictures of the moringa line, I will do a sale on that as well. Remember that moringa is a strengthen. When I tell you that it strengthens the mess out of your hair, it is a hair growth herb as well. It is a hair growth herb as well, but when you will put it on your hair strands, when I tell you alone is a strengthener. So if you just want a whole entire complete strengthening system, that is what the moringa line is going to be for. My stomach again. I promise y'all I'm not hungry. I'm gonna do the moisture milk too. Let me see what I got that tonic for. And like I said, usually I will make these both the same price, but the ingredients cost totally different prices, y'all. I'll change things up later down the line. Right now, I'm just doing. That's why I want people to take advantage of it right now while I'm doing. Because in some of these instances, I'm losing, but I don't care to lose. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told y'all about the UK situation. I lost a couple of times, big time on it. But anybody else would have went ahead and shut that down and stopped selling to the UK. My thing is right here, like the UK shipping price it has to be higher. It's like I had the UK shipping so low and forgot that my stuff, like my bottles and stuff, are full of liquids. That weight is heavy. Okay, Felicia. That's why I be telling folks, like, especially when it's on sale, get it, get it, get it while they're getting this good. I'm not sure where you are from. A new chapter. Thank you too for enjoying my live. And I'm gonna try to get back on here again soon. But if you are like in the US, the shipping ranges from like 9, 10 sometimes. Okay, you from North Carolina. So the shipping range from like 9, 10. Sometimes the shipping would end up being $10 and something. Most of the time when it is, after I weigh the products, I end up paying that extra dollar and something. It has been low sometimes, about $8 and something. I have no control over that though. It changes up when it wants to as far as Shopify's policy. It will change up. And yeah, so it's around that right there. You're welcome. So yeah, not only that, like when it comes down to doing these flash sales and things like that, like that shipping don't be hurting much. That shipping, like shoot, you telling me I get to get this product for $6.99? You know, but if you got it for the regular price and then add the shipping, it's like. But then one thing I learned is that even with like I've ordered things from different websites. You got to remember that I order inventory and all of that, and y'all shipping can be outrageous. It can be outrageous. But when you know it's something that you need, you know, you'll go ahead, you know, and get it. Not saying that anybody complaining about it or anything. I'm just saying. Especially child, when I had to pay for all of them, y'all, it wasn't one time. It was a couple of times to where oh Jesus, just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. And I could have just quit, y'all. I could have quit. I could have been like, the devil is a lie. I ain't finna keep, you know, losing on, you know, shipping to the UK. But then I know it's a lot of websites that don't ship to the UK. And at the end of the day, the UK still need these products too. The UK need these products too. And what I had to do is I just had to go ahead and individually weigh everything, you know, because it is a bit heavy. Think about it, especially when I'm doing these flash sales, people be getting like 8 products. Sometimes they be getting 10 products at one time. Like literally. So yeah, it is what it is though. Like I said, I really appreciate and enjoy each and every one of y'all for coming on my live. Let me show y'all what I do for bedtime. So I basically just put my hair back in a ponytail. Excuse my chair, it's been squeaking all night long. But yeah, this is my ponytail. And I just take it, and I do it twice. And then after that, I twist. Sometimes I don't like to manipulate these curls, but y'all have already seen how nice these curls could be. And I just make sure I'm not tangling my hair. That's why I'm just taking my fingers like this. And I go around. And then I go around again. And I stick my finger and I tuck that piece like that. And then, whew, these bones getting old. Okay. I just take this scrunchie. And I just wrap it around. And I know it's crooked because it feel crooked, y'all. And this would be the time to where it'll be crooked. Usually it don't, but you know, trying to show people stuff, that's when things go wrong. But it's fine. It's bedtime anyways. Hello, David. So this is how I wear it in a ponytail. And then I will put a satin, what do you call that thing? I will put like a satin scarf on and then a bonnet. Sometimes I won't wear the satin scarf. I'll wear just the bonnet. Because sometimes I be losing it, y'all. But if I do wear the satin scarf, it kind of covers up under here. That bonnet is going to cover it up anyways. And then I sleep on a silk pillowcase. And y'all, I call it a night, but I make sure that I apply. And let me show y'all my roots again. Like you can pretty much see a difference in, like my fingertip right there is in between the new growth. And remember, my hair grows at different rates and different speeds. So the back grows a little bit faster than the rest of it. Thank you, Larry. So, like I said, consistency is key, y'all. Either do the LCO method or the LOC method or the LCO method. You are making sure that you are moisturizing those hair strands and you are keeping your hair in the anagen phase also by spraying the growth spray and the growth oil. Remember, you don't have to use much growth oil when you apply the growth spray. I spray this on my scalp every single night. And sometimes I go in throughout the day, in the early part of the day, and I will spray that growth spray on my scalp just because. Hear me when I tell you, I'm taking y'all into my mind. I'm taking y'all into my mind all the way back from 2018 when I first created these products. And I said, it gotta be a way. My hair is growing slow. It got to be a way. And that's when I realized that I could keep my hair in the antigen phase a little while longer. And that's when I came out with my growth oil. It wasn't just going to be a growth oil. Then I started formulating more and started coming out with the shampoos, the conditioners, the creams, the custards, and the deep conditioners, and the growth pomade slash grease, because I knew that you need a system. Good evening, Richard from Northeast Ohio. Yeah, so I pretty much had to figure this out on my own. Like I said, I've had my channel since 2010, but it took me years to come back on here. I struggled for a long time. Hello, Vivian from India. It took me a long time to come back on here because I let my left hand know what my right hand was doing. I've been a full-time hair braider for almost 30 years, and then I retired 2 years ago. When I let my left hand know what my right hand was doing, that person knew how to braid hair too. They became YouTube famous on here by the very things that they asked me. Yes, they knew how to braid hair, but everybody braids different. But she asked me, how do I do my braids? In the very way, thank you so much for the roses. The very way that she asked me and I gave her the information, she brought it to her YouTube platform and she capitalized on it. And I struggled for a long time coming on here. It took me about 100 takes to just say, hello, YouTube. And I thought my answer was to create another channel back in 2017, and I still couldn't get back on here, y'all. And I prayed, and I basically just took back what the devil stole from me and more, because I started doing braiding tutorials, and I got tired of steady angling and basically changing the angle of the camera. It got on my nerves. I would bump into the camera. Oh, child, it was just a hideous hot mess. And I retired, and the licensed stylist ripped one of my locks out. God told me to come back on my YouTube platform. And even though I created a new channel in 2017, I came back to this one that I created in 2010. And I started showing people the DIYs. I started showing you that you must put aloe vera juice or rose water, or even both, into your liquids. I started showing people that you must put a preservative. Stop letting people tell you to buy these herbs just to put them in the refrigerator and you only get 1 or 2 uses out of it. Where in the world can you experience great growth results? Where in the world can you keep your hair in the anagen phase a little while longer if you have to pour it down the drain, or if you have to flush it down the toilet, or if you have to throw it in the garbage can? So that's why I came back on my platform. When I came back on my platform, my website was temporarily closed down. I purposely closed it down because I didn't want nobody thinking I'm like, hey, everybody buy my products. No, I want to build trust with you guys and let you see that the DIYs that I am creating, I'm making sure that they complement one another, and I'm making sure that you get the growth results that you're supposed to have. I'm making sure that you create your own system. And for those that have a busy schedule, for those who just simply feel like it's unnecessary to buy all of the herbs, that is where I tell people that you are welcome to order from the website. But I made sure that I showed up first and I showed you guys that you can do this. You can do it. Like, it will work if you work it. Create a system. Know that your hair has been through trauma. Trauma, people like get offended by that word, when at the end of the day, that's exactly what our hair is screaming. That we either did it ourselves accidentally, or sometimes we did it and just didn't care, or we allow somebody else to do it to our hair. So many people have inflamed scalps, and they are using certain things that they feel like it's not giving them the results that they need. When if you will look at the DIYs, if you will listen to me speak through the DIYs, it's telling you what even will help against the inflamed scalp. If you look at the hair revival serum, you will see that I made sure that I Logan, did you make sure that you click checkout? Because I haven't had anybody ever say that it hasn't worked. Not saying that it's not working for you, but this is my first time. Uh, this is my first time hearing it, so I just want to make sure that you excuse me, make sure that you are clicking checkout. Because when you add it to your cart and you click checkout, it should take you. I never heard of. So, is that a card system or paying by using? See, I never heard of that. So maybe it just sounds like maybe my website is not taking that type of card, and I pretty much went through years ago and opened up my website to where it will take a good amount of different card systems, but I never heard of that one before. You don't have like any other paying method? Because it sounds like that's something that I don't have control over, but I wish that I could go in and help with that. Actually, I'm going through the finance part right now just to see. But yeah, y'all, I forgot what I was saying, but I let my left hand know what my right hand was doing, and that pushed me back further. But at the end of the day, it still helped me at the same time, because once I stopped friendship with that person, and I would usually call them a monitoring spirit slash destiny swapper. Yes, I even made an account. Let's see. Um. And even when I backed off from the braiding, and I came out with my hair care line. So is it letting you do it in Shop Pay? Because that's where most people will go anyways, Logan. I hope it let you do it under Shop Pay. I'm thinking that it has different options on there. But yeah, when I broke ties with that person. Oh, thank you so much, New Chapter. Yeah, a lot of people haven't even heard of keeping your hair in the androgen phase a little while longer. And I know some people suffer from just like alopecia and bald spots and things like that. But um if we can get down to the healing part, if we can start talking about how it's so many people that give up because they didn't know that their hair had to heal first. So a lot of people have been impatient and they have thrown in the towel, or they threw the oil or whatever it is, the growth spray, over to the side because they felt like their hair should have grew at a certain time frame as somebody else's, and didn't know the whole time that their hair was healing. So on the 29th day when they gave up, their hair was about to sprout. They was about to receive a breakthrough on the 30th day. Like I said, when I came up with my hair growth line in 2018, they turned around and came out with their hair growth line, and they made a video saying that they all my friends know that I was coming out with my own, No, this the old channel right here. This is the old channel, New Chapter. What I was saying is that's how I end up coming back. I'm basically telling the story on how I end up coming back to this channel. It's because I did let my left hand know what my right hand was doing, and I struggled, y'all. I never get tired of telling the story, because you have to understand that this is encouraging to somebody. And it ain't even just about a YouTube channel, but you have to watch your surroundings. And not only that, like, we are so gifted and talented on a lot of things, and a lot of us don't even know our purpose and stuff, because we have somebody around us that's purposely distracting us, and it's keeping us from knowing our purpose, and it is keeping us from helping others, because it's all about helping others. Like, I could have easily just, remember, I had started my haircut line in 2018, but remember, I told y'all that I struggled on coming back here. But that didn't stop me from showing the people in my here locally. That didn't stop me from helping people locally, and that didn't stop me from applying my own products to my hair. But like I said, God told me to come back with my products, because I never brought it to this channel. But like I said, it's a story behind it. Like, literally, when you detach yourself from people that were assigned to keep you stagnant, to keep you in a state of confusion, you have to know deep down that it's not them, but it's what's operating through them. You have a lot of frenemies around here, even family members. I'm not talking about all family members. I'm not even talking about nobody family members in specific. I'm not even talking about my own family members in specific. But what I'm saying is, let's not act like it's not family members either that are assigned to you. You're welcome. Yes. But it's people out here that's literally assigned to you, that every time you open up your mouth and you tell these people your ideas, you tell these people your next move, and you tell these people your next step, and you wonder why you are struggling to move forward. You wonder why you have not did what you talked about that you were going to do. That is because they are disguising themselves as a person that cares for you. You can't be fooled. Remember, it's not about them though. It's not like you supposed to be like this. What you want? What you come? It's no. Just know that if you are struggling on trying to get something off the ground, just know that you are struggling in whatever aspect. Just watch your surrounding, pay attention to your surrounding first. If you have presented an idea to someone and they laughed at it and they talked about it, man, this so-called friend laughed at me all the time. They used to crack jokes on me and everything. I let them. I sure did. Until their time was up. This person know that everything that I'm saying about them is the honest to God truth. But does that mean that you confront that person? No. What you do is you try to find a way to distance yourself. Whatever that you are supposed to be doing is to help people. You're welcome. Yes, the healing stage, because a lot of people, they miss out on that part. Like, they forget that it's a healing stage. It's the same thing when it comes down to our lives. Like, you have to go through a healing stage. If you went through some type of trauma, you have to go through a healing stage. You know, you have to receive your breakthrough. You have to break the chains and the bonds. Same thing when it comes down to our hair growth. Like, literally, our hair is acting up, our hair is dry, our hair is brittle, because we haven't broke down the bonds and the chemicals and things that has been embedded in our hair for so long. In the healing stage, before that hair starts sprouting through, before you receive your breakthrough, you have to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. You can sit here all day and all night long, and you can be in a little sitting position with your legs crossed, and you can say, I just want my hair to grow, I just want my hair to grow, I just want my hair to grow. Keep saying it and not doing nothing. and tell me where that's going to get you. And I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying, y'all, like I told y'all, that I sit back and I tell myself that I'm gonna get that butt lint. I'm gonna get that butt lint. Let me spray. Let me oil. Y'all making noises. Let me put the cream. Yeah. Let me do all of the above. Because I know that my hair is staying in the energy phase a little while longer. And I know that I'm getting more than a half an inch. That's only promised. Only promised. I don't want what's only promised when I know that I can get more than that. Because it never said in the rule book that you can't get more than that. But you have to remember, some people not even getting that. Some people are not even getting what's promised to them, and that's a half of an inch. That's when you have to work on sitting and thinking, okay, what is going on with me? Let me get my blood checked. Let me see if my vitamin D low. Let me see if my iron is low. Let me start checking in a little bit more greens. Nobody said become a vegan. Nobody said become a vegetarian. But let me start taking saw palmetto vitamins, the gel caps. Let me start taking some of the pumpkin seed vitamins or gel caps. Or let me start putting pumpkin seeds in my salads. Y'all, I literally eat a salad with spinach. Do y'all not know how long it's been since I've used the regular lettuce? I haven't used the regular lettuce to where I don't like it. But am I sitting here just making sure that I'm eating everything green? No. It's times I used to drink moringa juice and the Corella juice. If you know about the Corella juice, that juice is strong. It's strong, y'all. It's bitter. But I drink it at times. What is going on outside? I drink it at times. Not only that, I keep telling y'all that I'm about to start back. But the thing is, I go over to the store a certain time of the day, and that's where all the herbs is at. I got to start ordering more herbs for the house. Yes, it is. Sincerely, Trey, it is. I love me some avocado. I love me some avocado in my hair and in my stomach. I'm telling you, I love me some avocado. Like, avocado alone will transform your hair. Child, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, literally, we just settle. We most of the time settle. We'll see our hair broken to pieces. Yep, it's real good for your hair. But a lot of times we just settle. Like, whatever is going on with us, it hits our hair first. And then we turn around and see our hair suffering. And we won't backtrack. Oh, yes, Tessa, the mask. Telling you. Remember, I think it was that avocado and banana mask I made, that DIY? OMG. Y'all, I'm going to make that again. Hear me when I tell you. I don't know if I'm put on the thumbnail remix or something. And then again, when I open up the doors to my store, I may sell it. I don't know. I could probably even sell it on the website. But just know this, y'all, on the website and inside the store, your girl is going to be making a whole lot of different things. Not only will I be just doing it for the store purpose, I will be bringing some of the things to the forefront when it comes down to limited editions for the website. Okay, thank you, Goo-99Z. If you coming to make fun of my eyebrows, I'm telling you, you can't hurt this 48-year-old woman's feelings, baby, because I'm here to tell you. I'm not saying you're doing that, but somebody else tried it. I'm talking about the, magic markers or whatever. Say whatever you want. Because when I feel like I'm still going to fill in these eyebrows, baby. I'm telling you, I am not easily intimidated. I ain't saying that you trying to intimidate me, but somebody else tried to do it earlier. When I tell you, okay, I appreciate it. But I'm just saying, though, if somebody tried to come on here and tried to clown me, you can't clown me because, baby, I be clowning myself. Hear me when I tell you that it's times that I ran out of the dark brown when filling in my eyebrows. And I have used black at one point in time, and it did look like a magic mark, and it may look like one now. But guess what? I'm not coming against you now, okay? I'm just still talking about the other person. Thank you so much, though. But when I tell you, yep, and they ain't twins either. They are not twins. One side gonna be higher than the other. Yep. Mm-hmm. One side may be thicker. The end may be a little crunchier than the next one. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you, Goo-99Z. But I'm just saying, I'm just telling you that I be clowning my own self. I'm telling you, then I still show up. That's me. Yeah, I will be 49 this year in August. Yes. And I'm telling you, your girl got some thick skin. Tell you, can't nobody say nothing that's gonna hurt me because I've been through trauma. I've been through trauma. I've been through the worst. Okay? And I've overcame in the name of Jesus. But hear me when I tell you, Goo-99Z, I'm not coming at you. I'm not, saying that you are doing it. Your birthday in August too? August the what? Yes. Oh, new chapter spinach is good on pizza. No, I don't think you meant anything bad. It's just that when you said it, it automatically took me back to the person that was trying to clown me and was saying, So like I said, I apologize if it seemed like I'm coming against you. It's just kind of, made me want to talk about it just in case, somebody else come behind you and think they clowning me. I can't be clowned, y'all. Just trying to tell you. Because I come on here looking hot, crunchy mess at times. I sure do. I look a hot, crunchy mess, but I show up because that's one thing that I made sure I didn't let take away from me showing up on my channel. Because if you are always like I gotta be, and then you won't show up. And remember, I told y'all I struggle because of that destiny swapper and that monitoring spirit. So I just make sure that I show up. Thank you. I have yours is too. I'm telling you, mine is thin as wind. It's thin as wind, but I'm gonna show you all. Let me show y'all what I be putting on my eyebrows. I be putting on my eyebrows. And no, they ain't made them thick, but they made them noticeable. Yep. So if I was to smear this off, if I was to, wipe it off, you'll see just a little some, you ain't used to see it at first. That is the Heavenly's Growth Oil. That's one of Heavenly's Growth Oil. I named it the Growth Oil because it's the first one that I came out with. This is for like low density / low porosity, although it is a hair growth oil within itself. But so many people were so deep into the densities and the porosities, so I gave them names. The growth oil is for low density, low porosity. The stimulating growth serum is for / medium porosity, sometimes low porosity. And the growth elixir is for the high porosity. And that is because one is super thin, the other one is a medium, like light texture still, and the other one is for thicker textures. Say, for instance, like people with 4C hair that drinks, be drinking up the oils and the greases and stuff. Yeah, that's why I named different porosities, but they all grow your hair. So I on my a few of my videos down the line. I think I got like one or two to where I filled in one of the eyebrows. Y'all, this light blinds the mess out of me when I'm trying to draw them on. So even if I try to do a tutorial, you only gonna see me do one side of my eye because I go blind. I can't see. This light is so bright. So I basically be like, when I'm in the bathroom, I'm trying to look in the mirror, so I'm halfway in the camera and you can't see me. Y'all, I can't do two things at one time. I'm pretty sure half of y'all already know that if you've been rocking with me for a minute. You ain't lying. I'm telling you, they are important. I'm telling you. Hear me when I tell you I used to draw mine on one little stick. It used to be one little skinny little, just like that. And, oh, I look back at them pictures and I'm like, Lord, what was I thinking? A hot mess. But um when I'm wearing my real eyebrows, which are super duper thin, um when I'm not applying the growth oil, they are barely visible. And then when I apply it, you start seeing a little hair. It's not gonna get thick though. I don't expect it to get thick because like I didn't have them. Like, how did you get what you didn't have, right? But it do make a huge difference because I look less crunchy. I look less crunchy when I fill in my eyebrows. I'm telling you. And ain't nobody saying I look crunchy. I'm saying I look crunchy. I be looking crunchy, y'all. But they are very important. Like, y'all, I've actually been on here an extra, I want to say about extra 30 minutes, but I enjoy being on here with y'all. And then every time I get ready to try to end the live, somebody else come on, in which I appreciate y'all as well. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all to be consistent. Don't be the consistent every 3 to 5 days that people been telling y'all for so long. Don't be that type of consistent, y'all. Like, so many of you need more than just the 3 to 5 day consistent. Some of you need the everyday consistent. Every single day for the rest of your life? Nope. No. Like, use me as an example. My hair is in a protective style. This is my everyday consistent until I take this protective style down. Yeah. Your brother dirty? Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Why? Why did he do that to you? It ain't like you can cover your face up. Like, that's your whole eyebrow. That's your face. That is crazy. Then he would have been big mad if you would have did the same thing to him. Then again, he a boy. He probably don't care. But yeah, that is crazy though. But yeah, I love filling in my eyebrows, y'all. I really do. Like, it's times that I can fill in my eyebrows, and I just started back wearing the blush on my face. You're welcome. I just started back wearing the blush on my face. I used to wear eyeshadow. I may start back doing that, but like I said, my channel been popping. Not pop. Lord, my channel ain't been popping since 2010. My channel has been created back in 2010, and I used to do crunchy makeup videos. I ain't know what I want to do. I ain't know what I want to be. I used to have bukus and bukus of makeup. I'm starting back to be a little bit intentional on doing my makeup because all I do is Maybelline, and it's the liquid cream, and I put a dot here, a dot on my eyelids. I do a dot right here, here, there. I couldn't. Then I connect the dots, and my daughter said, "You gotta pat it in. You gotta." And I'm like, "I ain't got time to pat it in." I rub it in. And you ain't lying. They are losers. Thank you, thank you. I yeah. I ain't gonna worry about them. Yeah, I know they coming though. They just don't even know that before I start showing up, y'all. That was one of my fears a long time ago. I ain't ashamed to say it. That's because I didn't experience it. I'm like, I'm not gonna get on here because I know how my mouth could be. But one thing that I learned is that, you know, let the people say what they say. Don't be so quick to say something mean back because words can't hurt. You know what I'm saying? You have to remember that hurt people hurt people. You welcome. I'm so thankful to be, an inspiration. But I'm just saying, I used to could hurt a person bad without having to cuss them out, and I didn't no longer want to be that person. So, like today, when the Caucasian person, whatever the title is, name Caucasian, whatever, when he was saying some disrespectful things, it was like so close. It was so close. Remember, I said I was gonna let him hang around a little bit longer, or whatever, and I almost, because I'm human, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't come out. Um, but I used to say some things that had people losing sleep at night. Like had to sit back and rethink who were they as a person, basically. I don't live my life like that no more. It's like I know what's operating through them. Yeah. And like I said, I know hurt people hurt people. People get on here and they say the most disrespectful stuff because the most disrespectful thing has happened to them. Man, we don't know what people have been through. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I move with my hands, and stuff like that. And I'm so passionate when I talk, like literally, because I be wanting people to understand what I'm saying. Like I really, really, really be like, man, come on, y'all, let's do this. You know, let's keep applying because a lot of us have inflamed scalps. Let's work on things that we can intake that's going to knock out that inflammation. Let's get our blood work checked. Like our blood check. Hear me when I tell you I got my blood checked around July or August, around July or August, and everything was good. And that's because I started taking my iron. I started taking my vitamin D. Oh, thank you so much, new chapter. I really appreciate that. That's why I'm trying to tell my daughter to come on live and stuff too, because the thing is, like, you can really connect with people. Like, you got bad people, but then you got good people. I try to overlook the bad and I look at the good people. And I told her, I said, once you start showing up all the time, you will get connected with people and they will feel like family. They'll feel like your cousin, them. Um, some people don't even have good genuine family members, so they will even come on here and they will connect with you and they will actually feel like you their auntie, their cousin. Some people, I could be somebody's mama. Like I'm almost 50. My oldest is how old is she? 32? I think 32 years old. But it's just like I said, connecting with people. And I make my channel about people because, like I said, I could have just not got on here. I could have not got on here, and then I could have been like some creators that hair is down to they down tailbone length, and then be like, yeah, my hair and blah 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 blah. No, I want you to see my hair how it is. I want you to go back to my videos when the licensed stylist first ripped one of my locks out. I want you to see where my hair was short and it was struggling. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go back and see that. I see creators every single day with long, thick, beautiful hair. And I'm like, where they come from? I don't be hating. I just be like, where they come from? And then here they go. 5 steps on how to grow your hair. Girl, get out of here. I just cringe when I see it. But one thing you'll never catch me doing is leaving a mean comment. I don't do that. Mm-mm. It's so unladylike. But yeah, but they get on here and the lot of stuff they say is what everybody else is saying, but you don't hear them telling you to keep your hair in the end of your face a little longer. We can relate. Um, TU-99Z. We can relate. My mama passed away too. I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It hurted. It still hurt. It still hurts today. But I also try to go hard because I want my mama to be proud of me. When I was cleaning out her apartment, which was back in 2020, I'll never forget when I was cleaning off her dresser, I saw Heavenly's products. Yep. Back when the bottles was blue. And I just wish that my mama was still here to where I could have made her proud. Don't get me wrong, I know she was proud of me. Because even when I stopped and I looked at the products, even when I first started 7 years ago, and she used to ask me 1,000,001 questions, that was my mama, but she didn't even know her hair. And I was trying to explain to her, and I know sometimes she felt like she was getting on my nerves, but she wasn't. But when I would clean her dress off, trying to clean her apartment out, and I saw my products, you know, I felt some type of way. And during that time, I know that I lost her. But what I also did is I gained something. It made me want to change for the better. You know what I'm saying? It made me say, that isn't all what he wrote for me. It really wasn't all that he wrote for my mama. But I just went back and I started forgiving people that traumatized me as a child. I just end up, letting go of a lot of things. And what people don't understand is that when you forgive, or when you let go of trauma, you then have to heal. And you can still have some traits that still be left behind. That takes time and takes healing. You know, I never even blamed my mom from what happened to me, because my mama was a working mama, and that's all she's been known for. She basically worked herself to death. But she also died of a broken heart. Her mama passed away like a month before her. I'm trying not to tear up myself. Same to you. Same to you. You know, that's what made me talk about it, because you was about to still trying not to tear up now. But people just don't know you only get one mama. You only get one mama. And some people take they, mamas for granted. The Bible says honor your mother and your father. Nowhere in the Bible says your parents have to be perfect. I know my mama wasn't perfect. Thank you, Tessa. I know she wasn't perfect. But what I learned is when I became an adult, my mama, I started seeing her in a different light. I started seeing her, not in a disrespectful way, but I started seeing my mama as a child. Because there's a lot of things that she didn't know. There's a lot of things that she endured. I did everything that I could to help my mama, and I did hear me when I tell you, it was 3 of us. And I ain't trying to toot my own horn, and I'm not trying to brag, but one thing I know is that my mama know I loved her. All the way down to me having to be the one to make the decision to unplug. Nobody was there. I offered. And I'm not here to bash my siblings, but I offered. I offered to be the transportation. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tessa. See, y'all got me. See, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your comment, and look at my eyes getting red. Yep. So, like I said, the Bible says, honor your mother, honor your father. No matter, hear me when I tell you, the Bible don't talk about, it's no telling what our parents had to go through. I'm holding this tripod, y'all, and I was holding it with this hand, and now I almost lost circulation. But we didn't pick our parents, and sometimes our parents can get on our nerves. I know I get on my kids' nerves, but like I told my kids, y'all be the first ones trying to climb in the grave. They'll never understand. They'll never think that you are 100% for them, because you have to give them positive criticism. Sometimes you have to give them, criticize, but not criticize, but tell them the truth. Ain't nobody else gonna tell them the truth. And right now they don't appreciate it, and sometimes it be when it's too late, or sometimes it's not when it's too late. Sometimes it's when they become an adult and life go to kicking they behinds. But you only get one mama. You only get one mama. That's good. That's good, because there's so many people, GU-99Z, it's so many people that are not talking to their mamas. I never forget, my husband was telling me that he was talking to somebody at his job, and that person was on the phone with his mama. And the way he was talking to his mama, my husband said, "But that's your mama." And they was like, "Earl, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it at that, and I want it left alone. I tried this, and I tried that, and da-da-da, and I'm done. I'm done with her." And people do not understand. We be so busy with life and stuff like that and don't even realize that once we become older, we're supposed to be able to see that it's a lot of things that our mothers, our fathers went through. It's some things that they didn't know how to do. Most parents don't even know how to parent. Should you spend the rest of your life holding a grudge? No. What is wrong with people? My mama, she da-da-da-da-da, and she da. Don't get me wrong, hear me when I tell you, it's a lot of people that's parents that are on drugs, and they have did some things or allowed some things, to happen and stuff like that. But you still can't hold on to unforgiveness, because you would not be forgiven. I promise you, you would not be forgiven. Yep. And once I got older, I seen that some things my mama didn't know. When we young, we already don't think our parents know anything anyways, but just saying, some things that my mama had to look up to me. And yeah, my mama was stern, she was strict. Yep. Well, I never even really kind of pondered on if there's any place that I want to go, but since we're talking about it, like, I never went on a cruise. It'd be nice, to one day go on a cruise. I do want to, before leaving this earth, go, explore the world a little bit. I just don't have anywhere in like particular that I want to really go. Make sure you don't go by yourself. I mean, it's some people that go solo. It is some people that go solo. I just don't see how they do it though. I don't even be knowing what I'm doing when I got people with me. That's part of my fear, because it's like, I know that people will be depending on me, and I want to be able to depend on people, sometimes. So that's why I haven't really been anywhere like far, like Korea and things like that. I would love to go there. Me and this one young lady was talking about it one time, like, but yeah. That would be nice though. That would be nice, but you have to, you know, try taking the friends and the girlfriend and just see. Then again, that could be a little bit too much. Sometimes things can get a little, overwhelming. If you are anything like me, I get overwhelmed when two people talking to me at the same time. I just want to scream. I'd be like, "Don't can you wait until they get done?" But then that person may not even, they probably want to keep talking and won't ever be quiet. I can't chew bubble gum and talk at the same time. A lot of times you see me on my lives, you see how long it took me to do another sale, put another item on sale, stuff like that. But I need to think about that a little bit more. Like, I'll be 49 in August. If the Lord let me see 50, I need to, go somewhere out of the country. Yeah, somewhere out of the country. But that's what I was talking to one of my daughters about. I was like, it's good to have a job, have your JLB, but at the same time, do walk in your purpose. She can sing. She can literally get monetized from singing. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. I'm going to do it. You just help me, think about it a little more. Because right now, like what I usually be focused on, I be trying my best to just, because I do everything alone. When I say alone, I have the support of my husband, meaning financial wise and things like that. But um, he don't know the tricks and the trades of running a business and things like that. So he try to do support me in other ways. And then when it comes down to my kids and stuff like that, like I'm not good with telling them. I be expecting them to already know. Um, Not only that, they don't see it like I see it. So I thought that Tatiana was gonna be working with me in my store, but then we have a church member that I send you guys packages on over to, and she is a very, very smart businesswoman, been in the business for so many years. When I tell you, she owns multiple businesses, and she do some of the things that I do. Like, I don't know if she create the soaps, but she sells some of the soaps in her store. She sells some of everything. She sells Bath and Body Works. She does the laser uh printing thing that I said that I was gonna be getting into. She create t-shirts. I don't know if you guys can see it, the pro colored DTF. And then down there I have the what do you call that thing? The cure, the oven thing or whatever. And I haven't been getting into it like I too. But in order to open up this store, I want all of that stuff out to the forefront. Not only that, I'm gonna be putting some of it on my website too. I may even do it to where people could just buy the DTF sheets. They can either buy a shirt or a sheet or whatever. Um, I'm not sure. I don't, cause I'm gonna tell you about me. I hate to make promises. I don't want to say I go live on here tomorrow and then an emergency happen or something get in the way, because then I have made my yes. You know how the Bible says, let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. And then it would be like, oh, she lied. Not saying that you guys would say I'm lying, but it'd kind of be like I'm lying because I didn't do what I promised. So I'm gonna try to come back before the week is up. I'm gonna try to come back before the week is up. But yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead on and end this live as well. I hope you subscribe. I hope that you subscribe, because I will start getting down to the nitty gritty and start letting you guys know if it's a certain time that I'll be going live. What's up, Chris? What you mean, Tessa? Thank you so much. You are too. I love, having good conversations with good people too. I really do. And you are cool people. GU-99Z. You have a good night though. And it was good talking to you. Okay, Tessa. I'm trying to see what you mean. What's outsource? I know it may be a slow question, but I'm trying to see. Cause what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, on one side of my store, yeah, okay, like the sublimation. So this DTF machine, it it is you know how the, what is it, print on demand, not print on demand, screen printing, you know how you have to go through all that work doing it. Well, this is okay, Chris, what it does is like it has the loose ink and then it comes across. I can show you a bit of it, a little piece of it. So I was trying to do this for my husband, not for sale, not for trying to sell. And I did just a little some, and the ink start, you know, acting up. I don't know if you guys can see it. And just to be practicing, but I am going to be creating a lot of my own images. So I do have some images. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on here. So basically on my lives, if you've seen my thumbnail of the Heavenly Products, I'd be basically going in and creating that stuff myself. And it may not be much to anybody else, but you know, I'd be like, oh, okay, I did that. So let me show y'all this one right here. So I created this one. The righteous are bold as a lion. Proverbs 28, 6. I mean 1. What tripping? I created that. And then I created, this is some of Heavenly's products. And so I could turn this into a DTF, in which I will be. I created this for an old work friend of ours, but it still didn't turn out the way he wanted it to turn out. Not the exact way. And this is just a little snippet of like one of the other things that I created. It was another one I had did for a church friend, and I haven't showed her yet, but she has a business. And I was just doing something just to be doing it. But I don't be having much time, y'all. Like, that's why I haven't brought the t-shirts out, because it's like every time that I try to and no complaints. No complaints, okay, y'all? Because I don't mind, you know, doing it. God will bring people along to where I will start getting help. But right now it's all me, all hands on. So by the time I get over there and I fill you guys orders, and then I create more batches of the product and stuff like that, it'd be nighttime. And I don't need to be over there at night, but sometimes I end up being over there, you know, a little bit. This is one of my old logos. And that is me and my hair, y'all. That is actually my hair. So when you see the products the way it is now, I just basically still showing my hair. It's just in a cartoon form. The other one's in a cartoon form too. But y'all, I promise y'all that's me. One day I was on a trip and I was about to get ready to go outside, and I said, let me take a picture of my hair. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so let me take a picture of my hair. So I just took my phone and I was just like this. And you know, usually I would keep my hair up in a little curly top part. And so I just took that and I said, why not make that the picture of my hair. It's so many people, and I'm not trying to throw no shade and nothing like that, but it's people even in my hometown that have created labels for their hair growth oil. This is I think this is a PDF version, I think. No, that one ain't. But yeah, they've created labels and they put their face all over it. My face is the side of my face. But I didn't want to just up and show just my whole face, because it's not like I'm like, okay, bye, because it's me on there. Some people don't even know it's me. But I'm so glad I showed y'all in the color form. I wish I can go back and get that picture, but like I said, iCloud ate a lot of my stuff up. Ate a lot of my photos up. I was told to take my stuff to iCloud. I took my stuff over to iCloud and boom, it disappeared. Now, I didn't have storage. Let me show y'all Tatiana hair we used in the Moisture and Seal Cream. And see how moisturized her hair is. Her curls are plumped. Remember, just because she is dealing with a finer hair texture, that doesn't mean that anybody with different hair types like 4C can't use it. You can use it if you are 4C. Please, please use it. Please don't let that turn you around. Because the cream itself is not too thick and it's not too thin, so it's going to penetrate through your strands and it's going to give you that fluff when it comes down to your ends. I thought I was going to show y'all one of the DTFs. Oh, here it is. Which one, Tessa? So I call myself mimicking this right here. And as you can see, that is 7 brew on there, right? So I just took that and I created my own. Let me find it. And I created this. And this is my church members logo of their coffee shop. And so I was like, let me just see what I can do with this. Let me just see. And it don't look just like this, but it looked just as good. Like if I wanted to do the what do you call them little things, them little sparkle things? If I wanted to do those, I can add those in there. I do have the snowflakes. I think I got a few little sparkles. But if I wanted to add like some little black sparkles in between, I can do that as well. Thank you, Chris. Oh yeah, so Tessa, with the most of them, when I click on it, it turns to what is it? PNG, a PNG file. I think I'm saying it right, to where that part disappear. When I had my lock line, this was one of the faces for the women. What I did with the man one. So when I open up the store, I will be putting that back out. No, I'm not. I've been to South Carolina a few times, and I think that is about 7 hours away, I think. And then I did this back during October. And then I think I had another color too, y'all. So like I said, I was just doing, you know, somebody came for me one time talking about jack of all trades, da 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 da. So they, you know, I don't know what they were saying. I didn't even really care. But I can do pretty much a lot of stuff, and I'm not, you know, one of them people that can do everything, but I can do a lot of stuff. So when it comes down to my heavenly store, the name of everything will be All Things Heavenly. So I will have the Heavenly Boutique. I will have the Heavenly Eats because of the loafer cakes. Trying to see where it's at. The mini loafer cakes. And so I actually tried to put my daughter on that because I wanted her to be consistent. But it be coming from basically my idea. So the name of it is Heavenly Delights. All the way down to naming our puppy. Our puppy name is Heavenly, y'all. Heavenly. I told them that they can keep the puppy. Thank you, Tessa. I told them they can keep the puppy if I can name him, because I've always been afraid of dogs, and I still can't believe that a dog is in our house. Still can't believe it, y'all. I went through some animal trauma. My sister threw a baby kitten on my back when I was a little bitty kid. It traumatized me so bad, you know. But then I have a couple of stray dogs that's a couple of across the street from my store, and I sit sometimes and I watch them, you know. And I know that some people train their dogs to be harmful. I had to learn that a dog will chase you if you run, but they think you playing majority of the time. Not all the time, but majority of the time. And I have gotten this newfound love for this puppy. You know, that's my grand puppy. I still laugh when I say it. That's my grand puppy, y'all. And she's so disobedient. Oh, she's so hard head. But I'm the only one that could pretty much, you know, get her to. I mean, she done kind of like loosen up with them, but when it was we first started out training her, I was the one standing outside with her long enough, because as a mama who trained 4 girls to potty, I knew that I was not coming in the house until that puppy pooped and peed. And she was doing good at one point in time. Then she became unruly and very disobedient and hard-headed. And she'd be talking back, and she'd be like, roo, 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 roo. So that's her way of talking smack and stuff like that, you know. But I never thought that we would have a puppy. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of different things in life. And I will be going on that trip somewhere, you know, out of the states one day. I will be doing a lot of different things that I haven't did through these years. But right now I am getting to the point to where I'm rambling. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you want to take advantage of the flash sale, then all you have to do is go up under the description area. The link will be below. And I'm not sure when I'll be coming back on live, but I will be coming back. I will be getting you guys that DIY. I was editing a video earlier because I did do a shampoo video on Tatiana's hair. So I'm working on it. It's not gonna start out like how every other video start out. Y'all, I'll try to be different. It's not good being the same. It's still hair content though, y'all. It's still her content. I got to get back on my Zoom when it comes down to just straight DIY, showing this ingredient and that ingredient. But I promise y'all, if y'all knew, if y'all could see me in there creating the products for Heavenly and being in that little kitchen over there at the store and still trying to figure out how to do the DIYs and stuff like that. Just know that whenever I do create one, it's very meaningful. I make sure that they complement one another, and I make sure that I prove that this targets this, that targets that right there. You know, you're not going to catch me doing a video without adding either aloe vera juice or rose water or both. In my last DIY, I messed around and grabbed the wrong container. I thought it was glycerin. It said glycerin. The whole time I had glycerin next to me, and I had to add it when the video wasn't recording, but just know that I added it. And for those that don't know, glycerin is a humectant. So what it does is it draws moisture to your hair. So if you are suffering from dry, brittle, damaged hair, moisture is your key. Like I said, this growth tonic is a hair growth spray and it's a strengthener. But if you want a whole entire strengthening hair care line, that is the Moringa hair care line. Right now I have the Moringa shampoo on the website. I still have the cream and I have the length retention grease. I just haven't took professional, my way of taking professional pictures that look decent for the website. I will be working on the website so it can stop looking confusing to people, because I don't want to be confusing, y'all. I want people to be able to just go straight in and see exactly what they want. But just know that everything is in the description. It's going to tell you what it's going to do. So if you know that you are looking for hair growth, I'm telling you that everything that I make is full of hair growth ingredients, from the shampoos to the conditioners to the hair creams to the curling custard to the butters to the grease and pomade, the oils and everything else. I do that because at the end of the day, it's like you got some people that just create a shampoo. Also, they can say that they got a shampoo in their hair care line. Not Tasha. The shampoo is going to break down the chemicals in the bonds. It's going to revert your curls back. You guys seen my husband's hair, or did I upload that video? I think I uploaded it to where my husband was. Yeah, I did, because I was on there acting like Eddie Kane, because that's how his hair was when he put that what that thing he put, that Tex-Lax little curl kit. He kept it in too long and he had a perm, y'all. And I don't know what you're saying, but hello, Marcel. Um, yeah, he looked like he was saying, "Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall." Yep, he looked it just like that. And I told him, "You high head, because I told you don't put nothing in your head." I said, "Let me put my products and let me show you that when using Heavenly's products," and he's used Heavenly products. Remember, he had locks. That's how his locks grew so fast. But men are so high head. They high head. You know, he got tired of his locks, so he ended up getting rid of them. But he wanted a curl pattern, and I said, "You have a curl pattern. Everybody has a curl pattern. You have to like do a hair care system, and you'll figure out your curl pattern." I said, "Start out by shampooing your hair, but let me put this growth oil in your hair and let me grow your hair out from this perm, and then let me shampoo your hair freshly and then apply the curling custard, and the man hair is still curly." His hair is still curly, because the video had to be edited, so it's, you know, it's gonna be like a day or two off sometimes, so probably a few days off, and his hair is still curly with the curling custard. That's why I tell people, men, that if you have a curly fade, if you have a son with a curly fade, use the curling custard. The curling custard don't move like the rest of the products. Sometimes I be wondering, should I get rid of it? But then sometimes I think about it and I'm like, look at my husband, he has it in his hair, and his curls is still curly. His curls are still in place. And if I wanted to just shampoo his hair, or not shampoo, if I wanted to re-wet his hair, his curls is going to reactivate. But all right, y'all, my phone is about to go dead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You all have a blessed night, and I will see you on the next video. And like I said, in the future, I will start doing notifications. So I hope you all that have been in here all the way down to the end of this video, and those who end up leaving, I hope they subscribed as well. If not, then please subscribe to my channel. It's no telling what you're gonna see, but it's gonna be hair related. It's going to be hair related. Even if I post a video of me and my husband walking over to my store the other day in the snow, it's still hair related, because I went over and got them herbs and stuff for the DIYs that I have to do over here for you guys. But I forgot the distill. The not distill. I forgot the Castile soap, y'all. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys on the next slide.